All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to One More Multiverse. We are playing Monster of the Week today with some fabulous old faces, some fabulous new faces all together. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
Hi.
Hello?
I realized that was towards us. I was assuming chat, but yes.
No, I was
Absolutely
talking
great.
to you, the faces in front of me, but also hello to everybody whose faces are not in front of me. I hope you had dinner. I hope you are having a good day. All of that good stuff. We are playing Monster of the Week, so that means you guys, you in particular, who are in front of me, are probably not going to have a good day. But we're going to get into that in a minute.
I like the honesty.
Yeah, I mean,
Respect it.
it's a fun system that way. Yeah. So we are playing on the One More Multiverse platform, which is closed beta in development. Y'all know the drill. You know what we're doing on our Discord, and we got some exciting new features, new tools to show off during this adventure today. And you know what? Let's actually get right into it. Let's see what our characters are up to today.
Wait, Sarah,
See
who are we
what-
playing with today?
Yeah.
Who are we playing with today? I was gonna do the intro all together.
No,
With the
don't need to
characters,
proceed.
but I guess
me.
not. I wanted to put a name to a face to a character.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, you gotta tell me these things beforehand.
There you go.
No
Well, then,
GM
Megan,
trust.
how are you? You want to
Oh,
tell
I'm
the cool people out there who you are, who you're playing as?
Hello, I am Megan. She, her pronouns. I am playing Anastasia. She, they pronouns. I am art director over at One More Multiverse. You guys have seen my face around if you've been here before. If not, so nice to meet you. You can find me on the Twitters at Meg Curdy. But other than that, yeah, I'm so excited to play.
Hell yeah. Daniel, who are you playing as today? Why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Drak, Draconics. Find me on Twitter at Draconics, Drakoniques. Today I'm playing Absent. Should I say the playbook?
Oh yeah, I didn't say mine.
I'm playing
we can get into that in a bit. You can just say the
Okay,
name.
cool. But yeah,
and who you are.
both he and I use he, they pronouns. And I'm just very stoked to be playing with everyone right now. I'm excited for you to meet our characters as well. 100% original. Not inspired by any one character.
Fabulous. And Jess, who are you playing as?
Yes, it's me. Hello, I'm Jess. I use they, them pronouns. I go by Burst of Hope on Twitter. The O in of is a 0 bots for over a decade now. Maybe one day I'll get my name. Today I play Endua, who also uses they, them pronouns. And like Drac said, absolutely, totally original, not inspired by any sort of anime.
And that leaves best for last. Orion, why don't you share who you're playing as today?
Hello, I am Orion D. Black, and I am playing as Lealties, right here. Beautiful boy. Lealties uses they, them pronouns, and I can be found at twitter.com/OrionDBlack, ORIONDBLACK.
Hell yeah. My name is Sarah. I am your GM today. I am creative director here at One More Multiverse, and you can find me on Twitter at SarahAlphaG. So again, we are playing Monster of the Week, and we are gonna get into who all these lovely characters are quite soon. But first, let's give a little bit of background of our setting and what kind of world we're in. This world is set in, we're small town somewhere south in America in the 1980s. There are limited phone connection, limited internet, limited, fax and telephones and all of that. If you have a pager, you're hot shit. And Michael Jackson is maybe out yet. I actually was not born in the 80s, so I'm not totally sure. But it's a good time, and more importantly, you guys are here. And you are driving along with a certain Anastasia in the front seat. Anastasia, what playbook
Yeah.
are you playing? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Right. So Anastasia is kind of a badass. Doesn't talk a lot. Definitely the quieter one of the bunch. She had kind of a rough background as far as people in the 80s goes. Kind of grew up on the streets. She got into monster hunting really early. Very experienced monster hunter at this point. Kind of tired. She is a professional, though. She knows what she's doing. And she gets the job done one way or another with no care to those around her. So that's her.
You are driving the current van that you guys have, and I assume you're also controlling the radio?
Yeah, yep, that's for sure. Got some. Do I put the music on that's playing?
We can save that for a
Save
bit.
it? Yeah, all
But
right.
why don't you let me know who's sitting next to you in the passenger seat?
Ooh. Okay, definitely not Lealties.
I'm in the back.
Yeah,
Back,
you were
back.
in the back seat for sure. Probably, sorry, Endua, right?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, because Endua's, the expert. Probably a little bit more, slightly more contained than the other two, at least. So, yeah, they get to be up front.
Yeah, absolutely. The two very serious, very edgy characters are taking charge up in the front seat. Yeah, Endua is the expert playbook for Monster of the Week. Man, this is an edgy boy. Grew up, inherited the assassination family style. So
I love that.
monster hunting is in my blood, and I might have been a little edgy as a teenager. We've grown up a little bit, maybe secretly a little soft, but very, very hard edge killer, ready to go, all business.
Hell yeah.
And what playbook are you playing?
Endua is the expert.
Lovely. So we got the professional in the driver's seat, the expert right next to them. Sounds like so far so good. Who's sitting behind you, Endua?
Well, I feel like Absent is probably trying to flick my ear from the back seat.
Yeah, I think before we got in, I definitely called shotgun, but Endo went in the seat anyway. So I've just been like kicking and the back seat and trying to flick their ear and then pretending it wasn't me as much as possible just to get on their nerves. But yeah, no, I'm playing Absent. He's the monstrous playbook. He's known Endo at this point maybe like 5-10 years, I think. Yeah. He had a pretty chill childhood for the most part. He lived on the farm with his aunt Moti, and the most traumatic part of his life, I guess, was when he hit puberty, because after that, some lycanthropy started popping up. He'd randomly change whenever he'd get overly emotional, usually negative emotions. And obviously, the classic full moon. But he's been doing a better job, at the very least, controlling it when it comes to his emotions. It's still kind of hard when it comes to the full moon part. And he became a monster hunter because he wanted to find his dad, because he's been living for most of his life with his aunt, and heard that his dad basically left to be a monster hunter, so he's hoping he'll run into him one day. And
does everyone in the car with you know about this monster side of you known about your lycanthropy? Have they seen it in the few adventures
Yeah.
you've gone through together?
Yeah, I think they've seen. I don't think they've seen like they don't. I don't know if they know. So from actually, he would have told them, but they've seen it when it comes to like heightened emotions. I think maybe there was a point where we're hunting a very dangerous monster, and one of them took a hit that, at the very least, Absent thought was lethal. So he kind of like got riled up and switched into werewolf form. But yeah, so I think everyone knows. Yeah.
All right. And that leaves a LARPer in the back of you. So, let's see. What book are you playing? It's about loyalties.
I am playing the Divine Lealties. Quite the hero. Lealties doesn't want people to know that they are a monster hunter, so uses LARPing as a cover in order to go out and slay monsters. But their LARPing experience, because they actually do really like LARPing, has sort of bled into their monster hunter life. And so, people, it's a really like a hit or miss kind of thing. You either really like them or you don't. So far, I feel like it's most people in here really like me. One, not so much, but at least I'm tolerated. I accept. I'm not everybody's flavor, and I'm okay with that.
With the Divine Playbook, you have a mission in particular, and I see that you have set yourself towards the fact that the end of days is approaching, and your role is to guide these hunters and ensure it comes, to prevent it from coming to pass. Does everybody in this car know about the end of days, or is that something you keep to yourself?
That I won't stop talking about it.
Amazing.
Constantly like, we slayed another monster, one step backward from the end of days. Like, all the time, just look off into the distance, the end of days comes. And Lealties has no idea what it is, how it's gonna happen.
Wow.
Like, the only guidance was the divine guidance of like, hey, look at these goons. And it was really like they were out in front of like a Denny's or something, two of them arguing, one reading a newspaper, and Lealties just got that feeling in their stomach, which could have been like bad buffalo wings or something, but it was like, no, this is divine. These people right here, monster hunters, true and through.
Wow.
I love that.
I love that so much.
Thine chosen ones, you say.
Mine friends, allies, comrades. The day comes that will end all days. The end.
Is it like because you LARP and you are a bit of a drama royalty? Do we believe you?
Probably
This is part of
not.
the shtick.
I think
Do you
Absent
believe
believes. I think Absent believes them 100%. Like I think Absent, one, loves them, two, just believes 100% believes everything they say. So yeah, and I think Absent is 100% in. Like, okay, we need to repair. What do we do? Do we need to like find a bunker? Do you have to store up, or do we have to keep hunting monsters? Is the end of days going to be because of a monster, or?
Let your spirit guide you, my friend. Let your spirit guide you. It has all the answers. All the answers you seek are out there on the horizon. And Lealties like throws up a foot on top of like the chair. Like, out there, towards the end of days, your future, your destiny awaits you.
Absent just stares out into the distance at the horizon, looking for some writing or something like that to tell him what to do. So he's just staring out.
And then I feel like, so Anastasia also goes just by like Anna, which you guys probably know her as. Anna probably is just like, all right, but before the end of days, you're going to pay me back, right? You owe me. You owe me like $50, for that one thing.
Earthly dollars. Such an unimportant value attributed to in the face of the apocalypse itself, a piece of paper. If you want it, I can get it to you, but just look, this pauldron was expensive. That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't know when I gave you the money that you were going to be spending it on your cosplay items, but
It's
you know,
multifunctional.
it's fine. Just, maybe before the end of days, pay me back, right?
I have $25. How about $25 right now? And $25 into it. Can I borrow $25? It's real quick. Just
Yeah.
Spot me 25.
And do it.
Playing
Don't.
some bills. I'll gently slide them back to the driver's seat. Like, just take it.
$50. Bada bing. It's done.
Anna just
Now we can
Anastasia-
move into the future.
Anastasia, where do you get your money? Where is your funding coming from?
So, Anna works for a monster hunting agency, and they're very well funded and sponsored, and they get a lot of money for killing monsters. And you guys probably see a part of that money. Anna definitely handles all of the money in the group that we get for killing monsters, and she's been working with the agency since she was quite young, and she has like a mentor there, and you guys kind of probably know that you probably know her mentor. You've probably seen her. It's kind of like someone you go to, maybe like a halfway place you go to get new jobs or things like that. A very like old, seriously buff, like black woman with like white hair, and she is just a complete badass. And you like, we all call her like grandma or something, like, or like what's a good grandma name? Probably just grandma. It's fine. She probably hates it. And she also has another person that you see there who is another mentee who she absolutely hates and is her kind of rival. And you guys are slightly aware of that relationship, but don't know too much about it.
So I imagine you've pulled up to the nearest gas station a couple miles out of this campsite that you now find yourself in, and got your first piece of information from your mentor about something to keep an eye out for. You get this lead. Nope, not that lead.
I've already read the lead!
This lead. There we go. There we go. So you hear about Erica Kripke, a right-wing pundit who's gone missing in this nearby town. Now, she is not the first person who has gone missing in this town, but definitely the first one to have like really stirred up some attention. Someone like Erica Kripke is deeply involved in conspiracy theories, deeply involved in blaming liberal elitist lizard people on the coasts for all the problems in the world, and so her disappearance actually fueled her fan base a bit. So you've heard of this news, you just didn't expect it to be relevant to anything that you do in your line of work.
So this is a big job with big money then, right? High profile name. Have we been told how much we're going to get for it?
You haven't been told much beyond find out what else is happening in this town first. The agency wants you to know if it is worth their time and attention.
All right.
Cool.
Now for the other group, how do you guys normally get tips and leads for where you should go next as a group?
I mean, other than like probably investigating the site of maybe some seeings of weird monsters, I don't know. How would we usually? Other than like just obviously like general investigation and stuff like that.
I know
don't know.
Endua for sure. Like, my family is constantly pestering me. Like, you have a contract. You have numbers to hit. I'm like, yeah. So, like, eventually I will, like, pick up the things that they're telling me to do. But,
Loyalties has a hotline you can text. It does cost the person who is texting, and also they check the newspaper in the back for like, missing persons and stuff.
So loyalties, it's when you're going through last week's newspaper in the most recent town you've been through that you notice this piece of information. You hear about Fabien Garreau, a retired high school teacher and Canadian immigrant coming from out of town in an RV. He has simply disappeared in the nearest town, and this is actually a personal ad put up by his husband asking where he is.
A righteous and just cause, for which the light shall unveil the shadowy darkness that these people have been taken from. We can leave one of them. One of them sucks, but the other one, we must free that husband.
cats deserve that.
Cats.
And
I
we
mean-
get paid, right? We always get paid.
There
Yeah.
is a small reward for any mention of information regarding this person's disappearance. You think that the agency will incentivize you, but you have not heard a hard number quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm usually all
Angela-
about helping anyone, but I am biased towards the cat helper. Yeah.
Listen, if we have to go save this Kripke person, the plan is not to rescue if they are actually kidnapped. I'm kidnapping the kidnappee because I don't need this nonsense on the news.
Yeah.
I
We can
mean,
leave them
you
to the
guys know
wolves.
the people involved don't matter much to me. We'll be killing the monster. I mean, they're probably involved. The 2 disappearances.
It's usually how it goes, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's hope the husband hasn't been eaten, sacrificed, turned into several jars of things.
Oh
and
god,
so
I remember
on.
that
Yeah,
mission.
geez.
Yeah. I hope we don't go through that.
It was
again.
creative, I have to say. It was
Yeah,
creative.
I'll be honest, I couldn't keep my lunch down even after that. I kept getting flashes.
That's
I hope
why
we don't
dinner
go through that
exists,
again.
my friend.
Okay, do we know where to head off to for to help Fabian? Do you know where to head off
so-
to for like leads on Fabian and what town it was?
Endo is actually the one who gets this piece of information telling you where you should be going first. With all the pestering and every single time you pass through a town, somehow you hear a telephone box ringing for you and you know it's for you. You get this piece of information, Endua, about the most recent disappearance. It is about a teenage couple. Their names are Rebecca Selby and David Kirchner. They were found near the local Guzman farm. No signs of trouble or violence, and their families are definitely worried.
Elopement. It's fine. No, fine. Yeah, okay.
Right,
People
yeah.
disappearing is important.
Yeah, it is, and it's very important. I feel like because we don't know why they're disappearing.
Right.
There's no
Right.
common factor, right? And their morality is hard to judge, except that one. That first one's like,
Yeah, no, that first one is very, very clear.
We have
I mean-
3 people to save.
Yes.
They're
Yeah,
important times.
Theoretically.
we
Yeah,
have only 3 people.
leave
to
no
save.
one behind. 3 important souls.
You
And
sweet, beautiful.
Perhaps 1 monster to kill, which is kind of the most important part.
Are we talking about Erica or are we talking about monsters? I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure what page you're on right now because I don't know.
I mean, you guys know it's your call. I don't care. I truly could care. I could not care less. So
Okay, let's go not killing Erica, but just not putting any effort into saving
right.
them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
Okay.
passive killing somebody.
Yeah, I think
Right.
my emotional stability can handle that a bit more than anything else.
Sure.
Yeah.
All we have to do is investigate, contain / hunt a monster if needed, and then reap the benefits. If they're there, they're there.
I mean,
Sounds like it.
my agency kind of put, well, not an emphasis on me getting this done, but I do need this job. So,
Is there like
yeah.
a quota you have to meet? Because I'm realizing that I can just borrow money from my aunt for the most part. So I'm good. I'm realizing this is actually your
Right.
livelihood.
Right. No, there's no quota.
Okay.
If there was a quota, I would have beaten it quite a long time ago. No.
Try hard.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to say that, but you know, be
I'm
kind.
sorry. You excel at your career.
Thank you. But yes, so it's just important I get this done. But yes, cornfield. Find the cornfield, right?
Find the cornfield. Yeah, I mean,
So
are we
you
supposed to go
guys,
straight to the cornfield, or like, are we
I
To
looking?
the corn!
There must be a lot of
If you guys
cornfields.
click on this here, you can look at your local map and go from there.
Hot.
Do we get in the RV and start heading out?
Yeah, up to you. How do you guys go about it? So you've spread out, you know, the map all in front of you. Who's holding the map?
I'm driving.
Probably Endor. I feel like right?
Yeah.
Endor.
Yeah.
Responsibility is mine. It's fine.
So the cornfield you're asking about is here. At the Guzman farm is located here. That is the last place where people saw Erica Kripke. It is generally around this area where also Fabian disappeared and the couple. But the whole town is astir.
Mhm.
But there are a few other spots if you are interested in them.
Right.
I think Endo is curious about the RV of Catman, and also maybe the townspeople themselves.
Yeah. If you're interested in the RV and all that, you can head over to the Guzman farm where it's last spotted. But that's the only location so far that you know of.
Okay.
Right. And we haven't talked to anybody about this. I mean, we could gather intel before we go to the farm. The farm is where people
You
are
have-
disappearing. So seems to be,
Yeah.
or at least we have intel on one person.
Straight to danger. Let's go.
I
Yeah.
would like
I'm ready.
to speak with the corn.
Speak with the.
Right.
Can you
This
do
is
that?
why I can't take the end of days thing seriously. Like,
Endor, that I think they're
End.
actually onto some.
if anything, I am the end of days. Let's go.
That's worrying.
You are here
Don't
to
say
prevent
that.
the end of days. You are a noble and slightly terrifying creature who is going to save this world from the end of days.
If you click on the pin there next to Guzman Farm, it will portal you over.
Oh, this is so exciting! Portal me to the farm, mother!
Oh my god, I love this. Okay, serious character.
Heading straight into
Megan,
the thick of it.
composure. I can't smile.
So you pull the car over and you immediately come on this really, really vast cornfield. Just as honestly as far as the eye can see. I don't know how many of you guys have lived in rural areas. To some of you, this is brand new. To some of you, this feels like home. Absent, you talked about growing up on a farm. Do you just stroll right in?
Yeah, I think he just kind of feels very confident, walks right in, and immediately makes a beeline for a dog. 'Cause I just saw the dog. Okay, he makes a beeline for the little dog there, and starts petting it. Well, obviously slowly approaches it first because don't want to bite his hand off. And it's gonna oh, here, puppy, I don't know your name, but can I pet you? And he just slowly reaches his hand
Why
out.
don't you roll charm to see how this dog reacts to you? So that's a 2d6 with your charm.
Okay. I forgot this is a TTRPG. I have to roll stuff.
You have -1 charm, by the way, just as a reminder.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, did we
boy,
both
okay.
do that? We did. Okay.
Are you also trying to go in on that dog?
Hell no! I'm
Oh,
warning him like
no.
Abe said. Didn't we tell you? Don't
rolled
pet
a-
strange dogs.
That should be a 1, by the way, not a 2. I think I
saw
forgot to put a
that.
plus.
I saw that.
Oh, okay. Rolling a 1, first of all, I want you to mark experience because you rolled under a 6. And the second thing is the dog immediately starts barking its head off, really just causing the loudest ruckus. And a middle-aged woman who's wiping away dirt from her hands immediately comes running over to you guys. It says, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing to my dog?"
I'm sorry, I just trying to pet them. They look very cute and very fluffy. And okay, hi, my name is, I'm sorry. And he's just gonna hide behind and do.
Fear not, local woman. These, my compatriots and I, are here to help with the corn problem. Wink, wink.
Wait, do you say wink, wink, or do you?
Are you
wink?
trying to
I say wink,
diffuse Are you trying to diffuse the situation, or are you is this just how you are?
Lealty is trying to diffuse the situation in their weird way.
So I'm gonna give you an option right now. I will give it up to you either to roll charm or weird.
I have a -1 in charm, so I think I'm gonna go weird.
Okay.
Where's
Are
my
we
sheet?
all minus
Oh.
charm?
I think
That's
we're
what I'm
all
thinking.
minus charm.
Oh no!
Oh, what a good group. A good investigative group.
I think this checks out for the group that's
Okay.
willing to let the reporter die.
I mean,
Bada bing.
6
So,
total?
on an 8, this woman is so thrown off by the flash of colors in your cape and the face paint and the hair. She just is kind of stunned, speechless, halfway into shouting at Absent. "Can I help you?"
It is we, us, who are here to help you, fairest of
With-
misses. The
What?
corn, the disappearances. We are
Oh.
here to
Okay.
find.
Her face goes back
Justice.
into a very surly expression, and she crosses her arms again. "I already spoke to that useless sheriff. I spoke to that annoying reporter. There's nothing that we haven't said already to the cops that I'm not going to say to you. Keep going on whatever weird tour you're on, okay? It's barely been a week. We aren't exactly a freak show just yet."
We understand, my lady. Please pardon us as we venture across your grounds. We will let you know if we find anything of import.
I
I'm
like walk
sorry.
up. I walk up and kind of touch his shoulder and pull him back, and I pull out one of my many badges, but only one of them. I only pull out one of the badges, and I show the badge, and I say, "All right, calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Relax, and we're just gonna take it down. That's fine. All right." And turn around.
I want you to roll charm for me to see how well that goes. If you can flash that badge quickly enough. Do you try to even say what kind of badge it is, or is it just like a this is official?
I mean, it's probably police badge. I mean, I don't know what other kind of badge I could throw at her. It's not like we're in inspection, your like agricultural inspection, where we look like we're here to like do weird shit. We're a weird group, so I'm probably just gonna put cop. Pull out the cop badge. All right, so then I roll it's 2d8, right? Or 2d6. 2d6, and then -1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh,
Hey.
okay. That's not bad.
She immediately eases up, looks you up and down, and takes a step back when you flash that badge. Are you working with the sheriff? She already came around here a couple days in a row. I thought you guys cleaned up the evidence.
Right. Well, they did a bad job. I'm here when they do a bad job, so I'm here to clean up the mess.
Okay, is there anything I can help you with? Is it okay if we do this quickly? I don't want my father getting worried about this again.
That's fine.
We'll be quick. Sorry about your dog.
No, he's jumpy, and he has every right to be after the shit we went through this past week. It's not every day you find yourself at the middle of a conspiracy theory and a goddamn newspaper front page and whatever else they're saying about us now.
We'll get it figured out. It'll be fine.
If you say so. All right, let me know if you need help with anything. And she
These
goes
heroes
back
are going to... As she walks away, they just say, "These are the heroes who are going to save us from the end of days."
Prepare for them. I don't know when. We don't know when it's gonna happen or how, but just
Please.
prepare.
Wait.
At some point,
Jesus Christ.
eventually.
The woman is already traumatized by conspiracy theorists. Do you think
She
now
needs
is the
to know
time?
the truth.
The truth will set her free.
Exactly.
I think. I don't know. I'm still not entirely sure exactly what the details of it are, but I'm pretty sure it's happening.
Come on. Come.
Okay.
Leave
We-
the book.
Okay.
I thank you.
Where's the corn?
The corn is all around you. It's as far as the eye can see.
Oh my god.
Chickens! Oh, God, they're so cute.
Right.
A reminder to look at your basic moves if you have any questions, any things that you want to investigate, and to check what playbook moves you might have to help you out.
Yeah.
This is correct.
Cool.
As you go up to these horses, Absent, you notice that they are remarkably skittish. With your background, working on a farm and everything, you realize like something's in the air here that the animals are reacting to. Something doesn't feel right.
Something's off. All the horses seem really on edge, which I feel like is odd. You might usually get one or two, especially if they're new to the farm, but all of them seem on edge.
I think that I would like to investigate a mystery.
All right.
That is, I got +0 to sharp, so.
Mm-hmm. And if you
just-
hover over that move, it'll tell you what kind of questions you're allowed to ask.
Not great.
Oh no.
Don't you have a bonus to weird?
It's sharp.
Sharp.
Sharp to
Sharp.
investigate, yeah.
Yeah, investigate.
Mhm.
The corn has nothing to say, unfortunately.
You know, I'll investigate a mystery since I noticed these horses. I'll give it a try as well.
Yeah.
And see how that goes. A 12.
Nice.
Hell yeah. What two
Sick.
questions do you want to ask me? Or actually, I
Um,
think you get 3.
10 plus. I get 2 out of 10 plus. Yeah.
Mhm.
What happened? Okay. What happened? What sort of creature is it? Okay. My question is gonna be what happened here,
Yeah.
and can I ask what happened here, and then my next question will be based on the answer to that. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you to decide if you want to do this. So as you're walking along the perimeter of the fence for the horses, it's here where you found the original skid marks. You don't know whose car they belong to, but you see where the fence has been broken off, partially repaired. It seems like it's still in progress. And the dirt has just really properly been kicked up. Anyone who was driving in this direction saw something they clearly wanted to swerve out of the way of. This is not something that people do on purpose.
Okay.
So you see those skid marks there, and the cornfield, though, the direction as you follow it, nothing else seems to be disturbed. It just seems to cut off there.
Okay. So my second question, I guess, then, since it looks like they swerved out of the way of something, I'll probably look around the area and ask, what sort of creature was it that they were trying to swerve out of the way of? Is my question? So yeah, what sort of creature is it?
You,
Traces.
in your experience as a monster hunter, you know that there's a lot of creatures that have 1 foot in the visible world and 1 foot out of it. If you are to go by your monster hunting instincts, whatever you're dealing with is not tied to the same rules of reality that you are tied to.
Okay.
And that's the
How
only
did
thing
I
you can
say?
get, because as you see how the grass is crushed under the skid marks, it suddenly is undisturbed grass and cornfield.
Okay. I think we might be dealing with, I don't know, extra dimensional things not fully fixed in our dimension at the very least. Look, if you see how the grass just suddenly becomes undisturbed, it's not like a gradual thing, it just is abrupt.
It disappears.
I feel like that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Almost like
Strange.
the RV itself just, or the car, whatever vehicle this was, just disappeared.
Very strange.
I kind of want to try to use the move Dark Past in this moment.
Okay,
Thinking
what's that move?
maybe so if I trawl through my memories for something relevant to the case at hand, roll plus weird. On the roll, I can ask from a set of questions.
Okay.
But maybe, who knows? Maybe as a kid I got kidnapped by one of these void suckers.
So, did you end up rolling?
I am going to the dice. I wasn't sure if the move itself would roll them. And then weird, I have a +1, add modifier, pew pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, that's not too bad. So a total of 9. 7 and 9, I can ask 1 question.
Okay.
When I dealt with this creature or one of its kind, what did I learn?
When you've dealt with creatures like this before, and again, you don't know what kind of creature it is, but as Avacent starts talking about dealing with creatures not really grounded in your reality, you realize you both have actually run into something very similar. You know, in your earlier days as a stupid teenagers hunting down any monster you get a whiff of in your own small town. This brings you right back to a very pivotal moment where you're having one of the usual arguments about whether or not, you know, monster hunting was something you wanted to keep doing, whether it was ethical, whether this is something you could even survive doing forever. When one day you stepped into a situation where you dealt with a monster who forced you to like step into your own memories, into your own dreams, and it was quite a jarring experience for you both. But a lot of these monsters are pulling from those around them. They are not able to come up with fiction on their own.
I like rib Avacent in the or like
Ow.
elbow you in the ribs, and I'm like, hey,
Ow. Yeah.
do you not remember? We've done.
Uh,
This is.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
not pleasant.
No, it wasn't. I think if I'm catching what Ender is putting down, they're kind of like the things that pull us into like dreams and memories and stuff like that, right? And
Yes.
they kind of pulled from
Unsettling
reality.
ones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't make shit up.
They take it and repurpose it, I suppose, yeah. So they might have taken some of the people who disappeared for a memory?
Well, where do they go?
Let's find out. Lealties is gonna use magic.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna
Okay.
try to use a big freaking spell to open up a interdimensional rift from this place where apparently the hopefully it is weakened, the space between our dimensions.
You cannot do big magic. You can't just
That
whip
was
out
the one
big magic.
thing we
That
were
was the one
told.
rule.
That was
No,
the
but
one
also,
rule.
in the way
I
that
was
Monster
not
the Week
paying
works,
attention.
like unless you had the foresight of like expecting to use big magic, like your entire trip leading up to this. Okay, walk me through it. Walk me
Wait,
through it.
okay. How about this instead? Okay,
How would you justify opening an interdimensional fucking rift?
I got this. Because I have what I need when I need it. You may store any small object you own, putting it into a magical space nobody can get to. You can retrieve anything you stored at any time it appears in your hand. So I want to say that I have a set of crystals that to position on the ground. Not necessarily to open it, but at least try and get a trail, whatever we can do to see where this portal connects to, or if there are any
Okay.
other rifts that are connected. Anything.
You know what I'm gonna do for you? Just you. This is what we're doing.
Oh jeez.
You are gonna open up this rift. Give me 1 single second. You want to do it? You're gonna fucking do it.
Oh
Let me put this here. Okay, and I want you guys to tell me what you're doing as you're watching Laertes do this. I can't imagine this is something they do often.
I'm sorry. I thought
I'm
that-
sorry. What's happening right now?
Absent is like on the floor,
I'm-
cross-legged, watching. The artist's like, I love it when they do this. It's really cool. You should have seen it last time, and he's just sitting there watching.
Okay.
After
We're
all
just
the
doing Naruto hand
parkour
signs.
and the hand, I genuinely just thought they were fucking around. Like what?
Okay.
I'm.
Bear, snake, rabbit,
Excuse
pig.
me?
Okay. This rift crackles in front of you. And just Laertes is doing this. I want to make this clear. It ripples in front of you, and you stick your head in. You go almost shoulders deep, and I want you to click on the portal, just you. But operator, you can also switch the camera over to where we're going, and I want you to click on the portal.
Oh my god.
All right. Laertes, what do you see?
It's... Oh! I see fields of purple. No, there is corn. There's corn everywhere. It's dark. Oh, jeez. It doesn't look like there's anybody here. There's a water pump.
Laertes, roll for me.
Weird? Weird it shall be. I need +1 to weird. Bah, bah, bah. 7. Well, not rolling well. So
On a
8
7,
total.
you recognize that you are in a cornfield. You don't know what part of the cornfield you are in. And you feel a looming presence over you as you see a tall, shadowy figure hover above. It grips you by the throat and throws you back through the portal. And
hell
you
yeah.
guys all see Laertes get thrown against the trunk of the tree. And the portal dissipates
dive.
into pieces.
I would dive to
And
catch
Liz,
them.
I'll give you a quick portal to get out of here. Give me 1 second.
Damn.
And I want you to mark 1 harm for that, Laertes.
Got it.
Yeah. And you can join your friends back here at the Guzman farm. If you click on portal.
How? Damage has been done. Oh my god. Alrighty.
We're all just like standing in awe. Just like,
Yeah, it's like this force field, like, can't touch. What happened? Magical
Yeah.
blowy eyeball!
Oh, shit. Yep. Corn's haunted.
Corn.
What
Corn is
did you
haunted.
see?
What
Are you
the-
okay? What happened?
Corn's haunted. The corn is haunted. That was scary. My neck hurts a little bit. Does anyone have some water? I need
Yeah,
some
yeah,
water.
hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
Just a simple water ball. Yeah, it's exactly that size, that massive water ball. Absent needs to stay hydrated. He's all about hydration, so he has that
Thank you.
around and passes it over to Leotes.
I
What did you
appreciate
see?
I saw... It was like a Prince video. Purple everywhere. And then there was a big thing that was shadowy. And there was a water hose. It was definitely another dimension. It was definitely another dimension. I've never done that successfully before, so I'm a little weirded out. I am triumphant in my
right.
exploits to venture
Yeah,
into
you are.
worlds unknown.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the first,
Compared
but not
to
last
this
time.
corn, you said it was purple corn?
Purple. Everything there was purple. Like
right.
if you ever watched Stranger Things, like the Upside Down.
Yeah,
Like
Stranger
dark.
Things. It came out in a,
Yes.
TV
Yeah.
show.
it came out recently.
Of
Yeah.
Ye old Stranger Things.
Yo, Stranger Things.
That's me. That's
Oh yeah,
not
yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
on me.
That's alright. That's alright.
Uh,
not Leo. Yeah, okay.
yes.
Yeah, no worries.
definitely the upside down, and I couldn't really see that much except for the giant shadowy figure. It was big. It was big.
Does the
Right.
giant shadowy figure ring any bells for Endor and I? Since we have been
Literally anything.
yeah, does it? No.
You guys did not see what was happening. You're going strictly based off of Laertes' description.
So,
So, I mean, if you have any moves that would help you pull out a little bit more information, go for it. But otherwise, no.
Let's see if I have anything.
I feel like Anna would look at her phone. And you've seen this phone before. Yeah, she has a really old, chunky
It better
phone.
be the size of a
It is
brick.
massive.
You need to
Yeah.
extend your whole hand to pull the antenna out.
Yeah, they have a harness for this phone.
It's a
yeah,
full
a
messenger
leg
bag
harness.
situation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. There's multiple harnesses that Anna wears for her guns, and then the phone. So this one, she kind of pulls it out, and they look at it and goes, "Fuck, I feel like they would be helpful, but I really don't want to." All right, and I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna call the agency and see if they have any intel on floaty, strange, figures.
Mama J, let's go.
Yeah. So who are you calling up in particular?
I feel like this agency, you just have the one phone number, and they'll give you to the helpline, almost like they have specifically this number is for intel. So I feel like you don't know who you're gonna end up getting. You could get
All right.
Jerry, who's kind of an asshole, or you could get Linda, who's really sweet. It really
So why
depends
don't
on the
you? Is there that accompanies this? It
Sorry?
just tells you there's a role that accompanies this, right? Based on what kind of information you can pull.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So let's see who we ring
would
up.
it be sharp then that I roll with this, or just roll?
Yeah. Whatever it
Okay.
says for you to roll, you should roll that.
Okay, I think it's just because
Believe
it's just
it
my
is
intel. It's just something I have,
Yeah,
my
it's
resources.
sharp then. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, cool. So then,
Mm-hmm.
all right, roll. Oh God, I have the asshole.
What you got?
I get the really shitty intel person.
What was the roll number? I didn't catch it.
Oh, it was
Might be-
2. I got 2
no,
total.
with a 2, you do. You wish you got the asshole. No, you are. You put up the antenna, and you're leaning towards the fence, and you're trying desperately to kind of get any sort of reception. And because it's a 2, one of the horses knocks that phone right out of your hand, and it falls into the trough of water, and starts immediately sparking. That's what a 2 gets you.
I pick it up out of the water.
Oh no.
And this is Anna's villain story.
And
really
and
expensive,
as you
isn't it?
are leaning into the between the fence lines and all of that, a figure comes up and starts walking towards you guys. He's got a hat on. He's properly suntanned. This is a man who spends all of his days out, and he calls over to you. Hey, my daughter told me you came to investigate. Is there anything I can help you with? And he calls you
Do
over.
you have any phones?
It's
Phones?
I don't think a farm.
Forget about it.
You're not going to
It's
get reception
fine.
out here.
It's
I have
fine.
a landline, but
Right.
who are you trying to
it's
call?
No one. It's not important.
I,
Hello.
yeah.
Yes. We're here to investigate.
Hi.
I see you found the skid marks. The police didn't know what to make of it. They couldn't find the van or the car from that awful Kripke woman. The only reason we even knew she was here is because the nearest hotel was nearby and they could match the tracks to her car. Were you able to uncover anything else?
Someone else talk, please.
What do you... we did talk to your daughter. She seemed really concerned about your health, so we're concerned about your health. So we're here to assuage you. What do you think this is?
I leave it up to the police. My daughter, she watches too much of that news garbage. I tell her it's not healthy, it's not good for her. People of this town know our reputation. They know we're hard workers. I don't care about anything else. They can say whatever they want about us. The police know what they're doing. Isn't that right? And he looks over to you, Anna. Oh, and you're muted.
The Angie face.
And I go, that's right. We know what we're doing.
I'm sorry,
Any
I was gonna say,
last...
Abyssal just whispers to Endor, just real quiet, like, "ACAB," and just goes and just goes back just neutral face the whole time. Fist bumps, yeah. Do you has this been the first disappearances that's happened here?
We had those poor kids disappear just the last week. They were the most recent. And that Canadian man was just down the road as well. I don't understand why it keeps happening here near this farm. It's like nothing I've heard before. The sheriff told me that this happens every few years, but I know what our reputation is around this town, and I know not everyone wants us here, but we're hard workers. Anyone can vouch for that. We had nothing to do with this.
Something has made its home in your corn.
I'm sorry? I mean, my home's down the way. Is that what?
Sorry.
The creature. It's made a home in
No,
your corn.
I mean,
No, but
right.
they're onto something. Yeah.
They are, yes, right. They are onto something, but you see, sorry, before we talk about that though, that very important thing that they were going to mention, you said this happens every couple of years. Is that what you said?
I'm only repeating what the sheriff told me. I trust her word above everything. She knows that she's been around this area longer than me. I bought this land, 10, 15 years ago, but her family's been around town for generations. I would talk to the sheriff.
Right.
It might be linked
Share
to
and
what
tell,
was here
then.
beforehand, maybe.
Right.
Indeed. Let us go talk to the stately sheriff, the people that we respect so much.
Let's,
As we are also policemen.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I want to split the party in half. Somebody come with me into the corn, and the other people go talk to the sheriff.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Are you trying to just stake out the cornfield, or
I just want to walk through it and look.
you want to walk through it? Yeah, and you can feel free to do that. You can feel free to do
Resonate with your
that. So in that
crystals.
case, who is interested in going to see the sheriff?
I have the badge. So I guess.
Should you be bringing that to the sheriff?
No, I should not bring that to the sheriff. Oh god. I would do it if Endua would come with me.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like
Yeah.
stats-wise, this makes sense. I would help.
Anna wouldn't like to do this, but Intel has shown to be good for killing monsters. So.
Okay, let me figure out how best to do this. So let's start off with you guys going to find the sheriff? You talk with the farmer here, Senor Guzman, who's introduced himself to you guys, and he lets you know that the sheriff is normally at Bridget's Diner. So let's click on our car portal here and do that.
To the car.
And if you go to the local map, I will point out where Bridget's Diner is.
Sheriff's at the diner? Lord.
Yep, and right here is Bridget's Diner.
I love these call-outs. This is great. This is... These little bubbles are so dang cute.
The word balloons.
Yeah.
And you guys can watch what they're up to via the stream, and we'll switch back to you in a sec. All right. Now you guys walk into this diner. It's nothing fancy, very practical, all of that stuff. You hear some racket of a banjo out a very screechy radio in the corner. And you hear two people in the tavern, in the diner, arguing with each other.
That looks like a sheriff.
I guess.
I mean, it could just be normal small town drama.
I think Endo will like do the awkward sign at the bar.
And I'm only describing this because my character is just so hot. But they walk up to the bar and sit on the stool, like, and lean against the bar, and just kind of like look over at the sheriff. And just Endo's leading the conversation, but Anastasia is just leaning back.
So are you trying to get the attention of the sheriff?
Yes, we're trying.
We're trying not to. This is our.
We're being very casual.
Of not being rude, so we don't want to like barge in if they sound terse. So we're just like
these two people are so busy, like talking to each other in these kind of like hushed tones. They give you a very quick look and they go back to like speaking quite aggressively with each other.
In that case, I'm gonna tippy, and then like get in their face. I feel like
very casually scoot against the bar closer.
The woman with a wild mane of red hair immediately like elbow checks you. Can I help you? Can you not see two people having a conversation here?
Yes. We were.
Sorry, is the bar not available for us to be here?
Not 6 inches from my face. Is how you talk to everybody? Sweetheart,
Yes.
take a breath, man, and take 2 steps back.
Wow. Okay, sure, a little bit. That's fine. We were directed into this area, and you look stately and important. And we are
Very
here.
important.
Those 2 things I am. And how can I help you? Josh, get lost, would you? Get out of my face for a minute. Can I just have a lunch break in peace without another weirdo around me? And this person here, who she referred to as Josh, skulks away to a nearby table.
Bye, Josh. No
You don't
deal.
get to make fun of Josh. I make fun of Josh. Can I help you?
Oh, is Josh your son? Never
God,
mind.
no.
Don't worry about it. I didn't ask you. Sorry. My words. I get a little nervous around people who are as wonderful as you.
People of power. We can obviously
Yeah.
tell, you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I don't swing that way. Can I help you? Last offer.
Sure. Cornfields. Rumors. I'm sure you don't want attention in your town, do you?
What do you know about the cornfield?
We know that you know more things than we know because you have generational family knowledge.
You've been in this town, I'm guessing, a grand total of 20 minutes.
I'd say a little bit longer, but not too far off.
Enough to rip
I
open
am
a portal.
Sheriff.
Straight to this bar from our van, you know?
I'm sorry. Sheriff Gunderson looks now to you, Anastasia, and says, "What information I have is confidential and in progress and none of your business. Now, why do I need to tell you anything about what's happening at the Guzman farm?"
We've been hired as, well, we haven't been hired by anyone here, but we've been hired. And we've come through, and it means that we're here to help. So it would help us if you could, give us a little bit of information. We know we're slightly caught up to speed. We know that there seems to be sort of a biannual problem you're kind of having in the cornfields these days. Rumor has it.
Is it a ritual or is it a problem that you haven't solved yet? Because
Right.
we solve problems.
Depends on who you
We solve
ask.
problems.
I've been in this town as my father's been, and his father's been, and his mother was. It was a weird moment. We see these disappearances happen again and again. I have my own theories, and my detectives have their own theories, and I assume you have your own theories. How does that help me to add more to the mess?
Well, you want to get rid of this problem, right?
I want to give justice to these poor people who've disappeared. I'm the one who has to go up to that couple's parents and tell them why their son and daughter are not going to prom in the fall.
Sure.
How can you help me there?
Get him back.
Are you going to get on the phone and talk to that poor Canadian fellow? Tell his husband he's not coming home? Not yet? Potentially not ever? What are you here to do for me?
Oh, we came to town to just bring them back.
That's what we do.
Fidel sent you over here, didn't he?
I don't know who Fidel is. I will be honest with you.
I assume you went to the Guzman farm. You must have talked to
right.
to Fidel
Sorry.
and Vanessa, his daughter.
I don't remember.
He's been sending
minutes.
anyone. He's the same genius who sent that idiot Josh my way, pestering me throughout my entire break. Can't get a single moment to piece together my thoughts today without having you weirdos and a reporter breathing down my neck. Is it not hard enough?
You are very stressed. Might I recommend, I'm sure you have a tab of freeness here. Like, take a drink, sit back. We're not here to pester, and we're not reporters. We're useful to you.
I lean back and I kind of like go like this to the barkeeper to like get me a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And leaning on the bar, I say, "They're right. You seem stressed. Let's help you take care of that. We know some things up here. It might be a bit outside your jurisdiction, perhaps. And we're here to take care of it.
So you
we
have
get
heard of
results.
them?
The Fidel.
No.
No.
The Void Babies?
So you see
The boat.
You see what's happening in that field? Because I thought I was the only one.
I kind of like look around, and is anybody listening to us right now?
No, the person Josh, that reporter she talked about, is off in the corner minding his own business.
Okay. I look over at Endua, and I kind of like, do I tell them a little bit, like kind of that kind of like look, and I say, and I grab the drink that the bartender hands me, and I hand it to the sheriff and I say, "You're going to need this." Right. So I'm sure you've realized that this goes a little bit beyond kidnappings, a little bit beyond the normal, right? We deal with the not normal. We kill the not normal. We get rid of the problems and we save people, usually. There's not a lot of time. Those kids, they could be dead. So let's get down to business. Tell us everything you know.
I want you to roll for this, but I'm going to let you choose how you go about this.
Okay.
This is a lot of information you're unloading onto this woman all at once. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna let you choose what stat you roll with.
Are you cool?
I think I'm
Is this
do cool because that was definitely
are you
really
talking
cool.
like authority figure to authority figure, or are you talking as in like, you know, in sort of an intimidating way? This is bigger than you.
I think just kind of talking to someone who, you know, I've seen that they're having a hard time, but they also, I can see like that little like thing behind their eyes that says they've seen too much. It's not adding up. Like that little inkling of like, this isn't quite right, you know? And I'm trying to pull on that. Can I roll for cool? Because I mean, I was really cool about it.
Yeah, like helping
Yeah,
or
go for
like
it. Up to you.
under-
Yeah,
to
I'm trying to
decide,
help.
like,
I'm
how
trying to
you
help
lead into this.
them get to the end point, you know, in
Yeah.
Anastasia's way. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm leaving it up to you to decide like how you intend for this to land.
Okay. Shall I roll?
Yes.
Okay. Oh God, my rolls! You're joking me. Oh wait, but it didn't add my modifier, so it's 4. But what are these rolls?
You got a 4 total.
Yeah, 4 total.
On a 4 total, the sheriff squints at you and was almost with you at the start, and then she pushes the drink back and says, "I know your type, and I don't approve of it, and I think it's against God, and I rebuke you, you Satanist." And she takes her hat off and walks away. You and your kind will be pushed from this town. We do not tolerate Satanism here.
It's the end of days, bitch!
I down my drink and I flip off the sheriff and I say, "I know we better go."
Cut over to our good friends in the field. Y'all stay here. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna hop on over to the field.
We crushed
To the
it.
corn maze.
I love how just absolutely wild Endor gets the moment Endor and Absent are separated. It's just gone.
Unhinged.
Avicent, Laertes, you're in the field. The Guzman family members are tending to their own. So we are back at the Guzman farm. And you said you want to keep poking through the field. What are you looking for?
Yes. I want to go back to where I was in the other dimension, that location, but on this dimensional plane.
So you stepped into a part of the maze. A part of the field that was quite dark. You know, it was a lot of information all at once. And let's see how well you like kept your bearings in there. Why don't you roll weird for me?
Weird.
Because this was very much like magic and spooky shit.
Wow.
Do you have any modifiers there?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you got?
It's only a +1, so I have a 6 total.
6 total? 6 ain't gonna do it for you.
Can I help
You
in any way?
outstretch your hand and walk. Wait, you want to help? What do you want to help with?
Yeah.
How?
You should water hose. Okay, I don't know how it's gonna
Good
work.
listener.
Can I go? Can I try and sniff out any like? I guess like the smell of rubber is all I can really think of. The smell of rubber, like hose. So I have a ability called. Hold on, let me see. Um, where is it? Shapeshifter. You may change your form, usually into an animal. In my case, just be a werewolf. Decide
Okay.
if you have one alternate form or several. Blah blah. You gain a +1 to investigate a mystery. In the alternate form, because of superior senses. So I'll probably since I'm a werewolf, I can be able to sniff or listen out for stuff better. So like I'm trying to sniff out the smell of like rubber. Is all I can really think of because I remember Leotis mentioning that there was a water hose. Where they arrived at.
So you are sniffing for the smell of rubber, some kind of sprinkler system, irrigation, and as your snout kind of takes form a bit with those heightened senses, something you definitely do away from the looks of
Yes, yeah,
the
I
goods
made
and
sure that was
farmers.
yeah.
You know that there are 4 major points for the irrigation systems, kind of located to the corners of the field. And combined with where Laertes oriented with these 2 pieces of information together, you know that you were in the northwest side of the cornfield when you popped your head through that portal.
Good job, Emerson.
Thank you. I'm gonna shift quickly back because I can smell the manure as well, and it's really my nose is very sensitive, and he just like pushes his nose back, and as he does, it transforms back into like a normal human nose.
It's cool every time, by the way. Just every single
Thank
time.
you.
Every
I'm
single
getting better at
time.
controlling it. I'm honestly very proud of it. Before I had to go full werewolf, and it would terrify my aunt every single time. So being able to just select bits and pieces is quite nice now. Kind of like peeks around to make sure that Fidel wasn't looking. Like, what is Fidel doing right now?
Fidel is taking care of his animals. He's trying to like occasionally spot what you guys are doing all the way, because you're up in the field now. Let me drag you over there. You're like well in the, I wouldn't say weeds, in the corn. You're deep in this field, and you do notice as you're like walking through and pushing aside these really tall stalks, it's almost like the corn closes in behind you as you walk through.
Oh.
Yeah.
And on that note,
If you had any dinner plans, cancel them. I don't think we're getting out of here.
Oh, don't say okay.
And on that note, as the stalks of corn close themselves behind Laertes and behind Absent, we cut to a 10-minute break. All right, and let's see what the crew gets up to after we come back. We're going to take a quick 10 minutes, and feel free to... Sorry, what's up?
I guess this is Monster of the Week, so it's not quite Bardic Inspiration. But if you guys want to, we could do a D6 kind of vibe, like, and get an extra D6.
Who do you want to grant a little extra D6 roll?
Yeah,
Let someone
people
in
out.
this party re-roll one time, because we took out luck for one shot. Let someone in this party re-roll one time by voting in the Discord, discord.gg/multiverse. Decide who can get a second chance, a second breath when we come back. And we will catch you there. You'll see a post by Megan. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Pew, pew, pew. So 7 o'clock now. See you at 7:10. break. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us through this absolutely nuts Monster of the Week game. We're having an interesting time over here. But first, let's see who on Discord has been voting to get that super special extra 1d6, and y'all are gonna need it, seeing how you guys have been rolling. Let's start with I guess like in third place is Absent, and then second place tied across the board is Endia, Anastasia, and myself. For those of you who vote
People
for
are
GMs,
voting right
you
this
are,
moment.
yeah. They're still adding. No! They're messing up the vote. Okay, right now, in real time, it is going to Laeltes, who is bursting through as number one. You have a spare 1d6 at your disposal at any point in the game. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Is that a
Thank you
reroll, or do
very
you add
much,
the 1d6 to
people.
your roll?
No, I think it's a add 1d6. So, like, fuck it. If you roll a
okay.
12, make it an 18. If you roll a 6, make it a 7. You know, it's one of those. If you actually, like, roll it
I
proper.
will use this wisely, fans.
Use this unwisely. That's more fun. And also, like, more in character. So, we are back at Bridget's Diner. The sheriff has stomped out and cursed you out as Satanist and has marched out of the diner. And you, Anastasia, and Andua are left behind, realizing that you've not necessarily accomplished your goal.
God. This is why I don't talk to people, Andua.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think that was one of your smoothest attempts.
I
so-
really felt that. And therefore, I feel even less inspired to do it ever again.
Valid, you know, like, we're kind of all-powerful secret agencies. They're ignorant and behind the times, so
Thank you.
different planes.
Yeah, I agree. We are far superior. Yeah.
As you guys are conspiring? What's the word?
Conspiring?
Conspiring! There we go. I totally forgot the word. As you guys are conspiring amongst yourselves and talking about how cool that monologue to the sheriff really sounded, the figure in the back of the room comes up and says, excuse me? You knew something that the sheriff didn't?
I didn't say that.
I heard it.
Sorry, I don't recall.
Well, and he takes out a pocketbook and starts flipping through the pages very rapidly. You're dealing with things outside of the jurisdiction that the sheriff has over this town. I got the quotes right here. I'm Josh, independent reporter, freelance journalist, bylines in the New York Daily Post, and hopefully one day Washington Post.
Listen, cut the crap. You can answer one question, and that's all we need to know. Irene Leibowitz, whatever. You know, the lady, the pundit. Friend or foe for you?
I think she's nobody's friend, but she's rather good at what she does. What are your thoughts about her? Put a statement?
I'm not going on record.
A little late for that, no?
No, you
Is
did
it
not
though?
ask
You did not.
for my consent.
Right.
So
It's-
I would
it's up-
say if you
I-
don't want your neck wrung, you don't take my quotes without
Oh.
permission.
We're not in the mood.
You do have a lot in common with the sheriff. It's okay. No harm here, no foul. But you do know something about the Guzman farm.
And you want to know something.
I have things to share as well. We can go and meet each other halfway. I can tell you what I know.
Anastasia looks into a... And just like, you could
I
just
could also
see-
just walk out of here like the sheriff did. Up to you.
Why don't you come to the cornfield with us?
I've been to the cornfield. What part? Everyone in this town's been to the cornfield at one point.
Yeah.
And
You're not afraid of it?
Do I have something to be afraid of?
Do you know where the people went?
Well, if I did, I'd probably be winning a Pulitzer right now. But I think you guys will figure it out if you don't mind me tagging along.
How much are you gonna pay us?
I am a freelance journalist, miss.
So you're broke.
I can get you a coffee and a good story.
You're not as
Yes.
cute as your voice. It's okay, honey.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like a good deal, to be honest. I feel like we'll be fine.
If you say so. Well, I'll just take whatever quotes I have from you and you'll be on your way.
I grab
And
them by
Whatever
the
quotes
scarf.
I have from you. Like, yeah, we both are like, hell no.
Hey, all right, what? Hey, I'm trying to make an honest living here.
I have them gripped. We both have them gripped with one hand. I have a drink in the other. I drink the other one, and I set it down, and I say, right, so you don't know us. You don't get to take our words and use them for whatever bullshit you have planned, whatever bullshit prize you want. It all doesn't matter, all right? So why don't you just scribble out those little quotes, and we could just move on, and you can come out of here unhurt.
So I can have my notebook back.
Yes. I tear out the page that has scribbles with our names
Yeah, okay.
and words.
That's fair. Okay, I see how it is. But keep an eye out for tomorrow's paper. And do you guys let go of him or no?
This little guy's got a fucking death wish.
I know. I just Enda like has come to the point in their life where they're like, people deserve legal retribution, not my retribution. I shouldn't harm them.
Endua, tell me not to harm them.
I
thought
can tell you that. I can tell you not to. You shouldn't harm and do it. You should listen to your buddy. No harm, no foul.
You are much more practiced at this than I am. We've been talking about it. I'm trying.
Why don't I give you my information only if you don't post a story tomorrow, but I will give you exclusive rights to a story.
So is this like an interview or a date?
I would say Endua was assuming interview, but if Josh is taking as a date, I will lean into the flirt.
Up to you. I'm gonna leave it.
I let
think you
go of
wink either
Josh
way.
and I back away from this situation. I am like, oh Jesus Christ.
Got the best table at Bridget Steiner.
Sure. Yes, diners are great places to talk.
All right then.
No story
I-
tomorrow.
But I get a scoop. Works for me. And he tips his head in your direction, Endua, and explicitly does not make eye contact with you, Anastasia, and goes out the same way the sheriff did.
I just want to say, for some reason, he doesn't know why, but Abysent's heart ached for like a split second when when Josh was like a date. Yeah, but that's just a thing that happened at the same time. He doesn't know why. No one really knows why. Let's go.
Yeah, you sneezed. Oh.
Sorry,
Ooh.
Endua.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right? Yes. That's how we're feeling about this, right? We're not.
Yes.
I just need to make sure that's how
Yes.
we're feeling about this.
Yes. I feel
Good.
icky. But
Good.
also, we're
Right.
not supposed to hurt innocents.
I'm sure. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to learn from what you I'm trying. It's hard.
Yeah. So my mantra, my default is they are just mundane.
They are just mundane. But they're so mundane, Endua. It's dumb.
Yeah. Did you ever read Flatland?
Yes.
It's like they're on the 2D plane and we're on the 3D plane.
Yeah. I have to say, the longer we're away from the other two, the more I feel like something bad is going to happen.
Yeah, we should probably, I didn't want to leave them in the cornfields, but I trust
I don't
Abe.
trust them that much.
Shenanigans. It's fine.
I mean, Abe is well and good. You know how I feel about the
I mean,
others.
okay, so I thought it was all a joke. I thought Lealties was a badass in some ways, a very good spokesman, an actor, but maybe the end of days is real? Like, I've never seen a fucking portal. Sorry.
I will say that really threw me off. There might be something to things he's saying, and don't you ever tell him that I said that. Okay?
Yeah. They won't know.
There might
about-
be something going on, but just don't tell anyone.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Don't tell him I said that.
I will not tell them you said that.
Then, yes, thank you. Don't tell them I said that.
So
Going
if you
back.
click on that rug there, that is a portal to take you back to the Guzman farm.
Okay, cool.
Your little friendos. Yes.
Well, friends.
Yeah, let me know if that works for you. Perfect. Give me 1 second.
Ooh,
Did you bring a drink with you?
Honestly,
ketchup,
that's the
it's
move.
definitely a drink.
Yeah.
That is.
Maybe I'll offer it to
move.
Lealties. They're so cute.
Where
No,
are they?
that's the lady.
So you go back into the farm, and let me actually get rid of these folks. So you, Laertes, and Absent, the cornfield is closed behind you in kind of a unsettling way, and around you, you can see the sky above. You can see, just corn. It just seems to be growing taller up around you, and every single time you step out, just thinking like the edge of the cornfield is right there, you just get stuck.
Laertes?
Fear not, young one. I mean, you're like a year younger than me, but
Yeah,
fear not.
6 months actually, but okay. You're telling me to
Let's-
fear not, but corn shouldn't grow this tall or fast.
Like I said, this is the corn speaking back to us. Whatever the hell's going on, we need to listen. We keep moving forward. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, do I just put an ear to the ear? Is that what I do? He's gonna grab one of the corns and put it to his ear and just listen.
I hate you for that. I hate you so much for that. What are you? Okay, actually, are you legitimately trying to? Was it just a joke, or are you trying to do something?
I'll be honest, it was just a joke, but I'm gonna see if I can tie in something to it.
All right, go for it. Godspeed.
Oh my god.
You know, yeah, I'm gonna investigate a mystery This corn, I've lived on a farm. I've grown corn, or at least very least helped my aunt grow corn. I know what the normal rate of corn should be growing at, and yeah, I just want to see, like, can I tell if there's anything odd about this corn apart from it just growing incredibly fast? Is it even
Yeah,
really
that's
corn, like stuff like that?
Why don't you roll to see like what you put together? So for investigate a mystery, it'll be up to like how many questions you get based on the roll.
Okay, that's sharp. How would I be doing this? Because I want to be able to use my shapeshifter ability because I get to +1 to it.
I'll give it to you. You can do both at once.
Yeah. Yeah, my shapeshifter ability lets me add a +1 to when I investigate a mystery. I just forgot to be using that previously. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. And it's a sharp, so +1. Oh, god damn it. A 4. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna level up
Can I
in
help?
this game.
How are you helping?
Loyalty is going to using their little magic trick, like turn their hand and then pull up what is like a necklace. And I don't think that there's any specific deity that Loyalty's like knows that they commune with.
I mean, you are the divine.
It's gonna lift it into the air and try and use it as like a, what is that called? A dowsing rod sort of thing.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
That's all they've got. That's like all they think.
That's all they got. So they're looking for a ley line? Is that what it is? Because that's
They
usually
don't
what that
know
means.
that's what it is. But they're like, yes, I will use this. It will guide us.
Roll weird and let's see what comes of it. Because you are a magical being of some kind. So even if you don't understand it, maybe your magic will. All right. With a 9. So you
That's
stuck
a
your
10.
face to some corn, Absent. You haven't done much, but we see this amulet that you have, and you have it at the end of your arm. You're not expecting too much, but it actually does like fling up and turn the other direction. And with a bit of brute force, you get scratched up by the different stalks of corn that seem to be like heavier and heavier as you push along. But gasping, you find the edge of the cornfield and you stumble on out, just as Endua and Anna are coming through with the car.
See, you did it. You did it.
I did.
You
I'm still
communed with the
listening.
corn,
Okay.
and it gave us a way out. I'm proud of you.
I think he grabbed like an ear of corn off and he's still holding it to his ear. Like, I didn't hear anything, but if you say so, should I put this back?
It was
or
the
do you think-
intention.
The intention
in your heart.
Okay, I'll keep this corn just in case we need to listen to it again later. I'm just gonna put the corn in his pocket. Just gonna put the ear of corn in his pocket.
Anastasia and Endua, you see them like burst through the cornfield almost violently as you walk on over.
Ah, good thing.
Okay.
I
right.
brought my sword.
I have a shotgun, but I feel like that's kind of dramatic.
You know, in that case, I think he's still holding the corn to his ear when he turns
Love
around
it.
and whips around to see Endua and Anastasia. So he goes, "Hi,
You good?
yeah." I'm
Corn
just
tell you
listening to the corn."
anything? Yeah.
Not yet, but it helped us get out of the maze apparently.
Oh, cool.
So we've got one buddy performing strong feats of portal magic and the other resonating with the plant life.
I
Normal
told
thing.
you that you are all magical, chosen individuals who are going to save us from the end of days. It's true.
Valid.
Eventually.
Would one of you like to guide us through this corn here? We need to go to the northwest.
You just violently came out of the corn. You want me to go in? Okay.
We're going in.
Yeah, it kind of like
Yeah.
closed up behind us and then kept going. It doesn't look that tall now, but when we were inside, it looked way like I couldn't really see the top of the corn. So I think the whole thing is like magical. What did you find out?
God, I wish we found out more. But as always, people are very
Real
disappointed.
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
The sheriff hates us. We were
Oh.
this close.
They think we're Satanists, but it's
Nah.
fine.
I mean, we've dealt with Satanists before, and I'm pretty sure we're almost the opposite of that. Remember that last time a couple of weeks ago? The whole, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me though. Right.
I mean, the Satanists we came across don't look as cool.
Thank you.
There's also a pesky reporter. They tried to take quotes from us without our permission. Threatened them, didn't work. So now I promised him an exclusive interview or whatever. It's fine.
It
Should keep
seemed
us off our
more
backs.
like a date.
What?
Oh,
It was like a date, right? That's what he thought it was, at least. Not Endua didn't think. We confirmed afterwards that the idea of that sickens us, but
Yeah.
what's his name?
Josh. Very
Okay.
basic. Very boring. Very
Okay.
pesky.
sorry.
Do you
mind if
was I not supposed to say anything?
I didn't process it was a date. I just thought it was icky
He
that we
really
had to
thought it
talk
was a
to
date.
him.
Yeah, I could tell.
I mean, we just had gotten out of the whole like Satanist
It was
conversation.
very strange date vibe. We did just hold
Oh.
him up and threaten his life, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess he's into
We
that.
can make it a group date and see what happens.
No,
I think we should just drop date altogether. This is
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just
if you
growing.
want to, Andrew, I'm
It's
very
growing.
happy. I'm happy for you, Andrew.
No, no.
It
I,
is a date.
I just want the dude off of our back. I was just trying to get them an interview. Okay,
still-
well, I'm swinging my
This
sword
has
like
turned into
flashly.
a
I'm like,
confusing
cool. Corn.
Yeah, corn. Let's do corn.
right. I'm
Come
going
on,
to
yeah.
go. I'm going to start walking now because this situation has become weird.
In
Into
what
the
direction?
maze.
Into the corn.
Into the
Into
thick
the
of it.
maze. Because dealing with human drama sounds like too much work.
Do I
Um,
notice anything weird about this corn yet? Is
Do
the
you?
corn just
I
corn
don't-
right now?
As far as you can tell, this is a cornfield. You know what a cornfield's like? Feels like it as you walk through the stalks of it. But I should mention at this point in the day, with you guys running all over town, coming back and forth to the farm, going to the diner, splitting up, like the day has hit late afternoon now. We're getting closer to evening. What are your plans for the night?
Are you scared of no darkness?
I think we tend to sleep in the van, right? I feel like the van's probably a place we just like
Yeah.
sleep in for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, we've done it before, for sure.
Do we feel like we need to sleep?
Yeah, it's up to
It's
you guys.
late
what you want.
afternoon. Nah,
Nah.
the best hauntings happen at night, don't they?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
should
let's
just
do
take a
it.
nap so that
Naps
we can
are
wake
good.
up when it's
Yeah, we should
when
take a
it's
nap so we
dark,
wake up
and
at
then-
night. Yeah.
right. And we'll be
Power
refreshed,
nap.
but still out at night. So it's like a 2 or 3 hour nap. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh my god, there's a clock on the screen. That's spoopy. That's
It's
ominous.
Fidel Guzman, the farmer whose name you were reminded of from the sheriff, comes up from around the side and says, "Ah, you came back. Is there anything else that you need to investigate? Did you talk with the sheriff?"
yes, we did talk to the sheriff. They suggested that we come back and look for more.
She's not very
Thank
happy
God.
with you.
She's kind of a bitch. Not gonna lie.
That's just the sheriff. Between you and me, good woman, honest woman. Never say a bad thing about her. But she's an acquired taste. But it is getting close to evening. My daughter and I have put the animals in for the night. Please let us know if we can accommodate you. Are you doing a stakeout? Like one of those things I see on TV?
Yep. Can we borrow a lantern? Sorry.
Absolutely. I got some torches. You definitely are good on weapons, miss. I can see that. But let me know if I can help you with anything else.
I think that's it. I think maybe you should just make sure you're safe tonight. Stay inside.
You too, miss. You too. A lot of people have been disappearing around this farm, and I would hate to see kind folks like yourselves, honest people of the law, disappear too.
Yep.
You've been nothing but truthful and honest with me.
Always.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna close up for the night and holler if you need us. And
All
he
right.
turns back in.
I say under my breath, like, hail Satan. That's a joke. But she doesn't say it loudly.
Is she actually a Satanist?
No. I don't know.
Plot twist. Anastasia's the big bad of this game.
So yeah, now you guys have a time to also gear up if you want. Take a look at your character sheets, and if there's any special kind of gear that you know you'll want to have around, now's the time to whip it out.
Ooh, I got the
You know what I
lantern.
got?
You have a flaming sword. That much we
That's all I
know.
need
So
to
let
know.
me get that for you. Let me get that flaming sword for you. We can do
I
that.
thought really hard about taking a flamethrower.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Burn
I
the
did
corn
not.
to the ground.
There can't be a corn maze if there is no corn.
Fire and brimstone.
Well, I can give you the fire. I don't know about the other part. Maybe you guys always name this. So I can make it light up. Let me see if I can attach some actual fire to, but I think that's a bit much for now. But you got your Laertes' flaming sword right here.
Put like an
And
animation on it.
I can make it light up, but I can't do more than that. The other thing, so does anyone have like a shotgun of some kind? Some really quick basics about Monster of the Week combat is in the description of all your weapons, it's going to say something like to harm, near, loud, messy, that kind of stuff. Some of that is roleplay, and some of that is like what damage you're capable of. Everything we're going to be rolling is going to be kick some ass. That is like if you're going into combat of any kind, you're trying to use your weapons. Oh my god, we did set the sword on fire. That's
I did.
perfect. Good work. We did.
I think the corn on the ground blocking my way.
Yeah. And yeah, whenever you guys are ready, you can tell me what you do next.
Do you want to go into the maze now or wait until dark? Because Endo is right. The dark is usually the night is a really good time for hauntings, and I suppose that's probably the best time to confront whatever's happening.
Yeah, let's wait
What do
until
you
dark.
think, Laertes?
Demons, monsters, they don't come out in the light. We sleep, we enter the corn in the dark, and we find out what the hell's actually going on here.
What's Calcifer doing in this game?
You can pick it up.
Eggy?
You can turn it
Perfect.
into like, yeah, you can pick it up now so
There you
that
go.
you can.
Oh, no, you
there
have
you
the
go.
flaming
Now it's a
sword.
flame. Now it's a flame sword. Good work. Okay. If everyone is geared up, let me
I
know.
think so. I got.
Yeah.
Anastasia's got like. She has 2 guns and a big knife. You guys all know it. She has like an actual assault rifle and then a shotgun, and the shotgun's her favorite.
I have a magnum a silver sword, that which I am holding, and then a blessed knife. I don't think I grabbed it. A
Blessed.
small little knife.
We can remember you have it. Something that small, anyways. You're
Okay.
like not going to be double
Yeah.
fisting a knife and a sword at the same time.
You don't know my style.
That's fair. So the sun begins to set over you guys, and the sun dips over the field. Sky turns into pinkish hues, and through the topmost window from the barn, you see Fidel's head poke out, nod at you guys, and wish you the best wordlessly before turning in for the night. Normally, you expect these fields to be filled with the sound of cicadas and crickets and other noises you expect from like rural areas, but it's oddly quiet. Even the animals inside do not make any sounds, and there's an unnatural stillness to this night.
Yikes. Haven't felt that in a while.
Yeah, it's starting to feel a lot like that one time where we kind of got pulled into our memories. And okay, there was no corn involved in that one though. Are we ready?
Yeah, I mean, are you guys ready?
Yes. Everybody hold hands.
What?
Okay. And yeah, it's gonna go for gonna hold hands just immediately.
All right.
I put my shotgun back. I set down the lantern. Okay.
Go team!
No, I'm going to use angel wings, and I'm going to try
Fuck
and
yeah!
move us all to where I was when I got
I
inside
forgot you had
the...
angel wings. It's so good.
Ah!
Amazing.
You definitely have angel wings. Hold on. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Here we go.
What are you doing with angel wings? What does that do for you? You fly?
I have to roll... Since there's 3 other people, I have to roll weird.
Okay, let's see how you do this.
Okay, it's just a +1. I got my 2d6. Add the modifier. And I'm gonna re-roll that 2 with the dice.
You're gonna add
You
your
can add it,
1d6?
you can add it.
Yeah,
You
you
can
add
Add a
it.
1d6, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the whole
You
thing.
add it. Hell
Please
yeah.
don't be a 1. A 2! Okay.
I mean,
So
what's
combined,
that
that
total?
is a 7. Wait, 8,
It's
because I
8.
have a
hey, yeah.
+1.
Okay. Walk me through this. What's the goal here?
The goal is to envelop everyone in angel wings around us, and then when they open back up, we're at the place where I came out of the portal.
Wow.
You spread out your wings in such a way that none of your fellow monster hunters has ever seen before. Normally, your wingspan is maybe perhaps like a very flamboyant 12 feet. This is divinity. You know, you are spreading out your wings in such a way where it feels like it reaches from one corner of your periphery to another. You guys are enveloped with a light and a warmth that doesn't even seem like it's coming from the outside, but from inside of you. And you don't remember your feet lifting off the ground. But the next thing you know, you do fall and see that you are in the center of the corn maze. And it looks nothing like when you entered. And if you guys click on that wagon in front of you, you will portal to the level.
This, like,
Oh.
casual lighting that keeps happening is both beautiful and spooky. I love it. The quad! Oh, it is purple.
This is the dark code. I told you. It's like a Prince video. Everything's purple.
You can't
All
move
right.
because time is paused.
Yes, it is paused. There you go. So you guys are you were picked up rather gracefully, but you get dumped rather ungracefully and sort of like tumble forward into the maze.
Whoop, okay.
Ooh,
Sorry about the landing.
that's okay.
No.
Haven't done it with that
All
many
good.
people before.
You have wings. I don't think you need to apologize for taking us somewhere on
I've
your
been telling
wings.
you this whole
Yeah.
time that I
Haven't you
have
seen?
magical powers, I am of the divine, and you're all the heroes who are going to save us from the end of the world.
This is actually the second
Yeah.
time they've flown me, so I honestly should have been ready for that landing. But yeah, they have wings. I've been telling you as well, but none of you seem to believe either of us.
But it felt like one of those things that you say when you're talking about the end of the world, which also felt really, really not real.
I mean,
And so this is just kind of alarming. And why are you guys moving? Okay, I need to
We're
I'm
address
following
this.
We're
the
talking about-
angel over
I
there.
need to address the fact that the LTs.
I have angel wings. No big deal.
Yeah.
yeah.
NBD.
Right,
NBD.
right, yep. No, monsters.
I also have a flaming sword.
angels,
If we're just laying it all
it's
out
fine.
there.
Right, yeah.
I have a
monsters,
flaming
I'm a
sword.
werewolf.
angels,
Ooh.
werewolves.
We knew that.
Yep, this is all.
Okay, I
You're
thought we
right.
were
This
just
is,
saying.
nice.
I thought we were
this,
just
this
saying
is
stuff.
fine. Yep. Okay. I think maybe I'll just be quiet now. So yeah, let's just go. I think it's,
It's
better
okay.
if we
It's
hunt
okay,
the
Anna.
monster.
No big deal.
Right.
As you go forward through the maze, and it seems like in some sections it's harder to walk through these like thick walls of greenery and vegetation, and other times it feels like the corn is leaning out of the way for you. Sometimes it's in
Yeah.
clear paths, and other times it's just like a very clear paved out dirt road. As you're walking through, Liartes, you're the only one who sees the scene before you.
What?
You suddenly feel a familiar weight of a duffel bag over your shoulder. And you're still in your LARP outfit as you head downstairs to a very familiar YMCA locker room. It's
Oh,
through the
no.
door that you can hear cruel laughter on the other side and thumping noises. For the rest of you guys in the party, you do not hear, you do not see what Laertes is seeing.
Love that.
Ooh.
Oh,
What does
great.
it look like? Like, does Leartes disappear? Do they go into a
Laertes
trance?
is
Like, what's
still
happening?
in front of you. Their pace has slowed down, and it seems like but you don't quite pick up why they've stopped.
Okay.
So you are on the outside of the door, Laertes. You are hearing the laughter and the thumping noises. What do you do?
I'm going to go inside.
You burst right through that door, and you see a new guy to your LARP group in the corner of this bathroom between two larger men. They have their basketball shorts on, heads on backwards. You know the type. You've run into them yourself quite a few times. One of the larger men is swinging around this prop sword and cracks it in half. Ah, shit! Is this what you freaks are doing upstairs all day? You guys just like swing at each other's swords? You like that shit, huh? You guys like swinging at each other's swords?
Sorry, that's hilarious. You knaves. By the gods, I cannot stand the smell of you. You smell these two? And I point to the new person. Like, smell these two pigs would turn their noses.
What the fuck? And the two jock-looking people turn around at you, and your friend is very much like freaked out in the corner. Don't do it. It's okay. Just keep going. It's fine.
I swore not to put my hand on the common man, so I will not fight you. But you villains should leave before I change my tune.
One of the men is looking confused and a little pissed off and takes one step towards you. I want you to roll weird for me.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Boom. 8 total.
That's with your modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah. With an 8, the figure that was coming close to you starts shifting an image. Now, you thought you were walking across like the tile, slippery floor of a YMCA, but now all of a sudden you can feel the dirt underneath your feet again. You're still seeing your friend in the corner. You're still seeing the two figures, but it's like if you move your head too fast, you can see it shifting shape. But you are still in the memory. Everybody else around you, you've heard your friend yell out into the night, pointing at nothing. What do you do?
Oh, I think this is okay. Actually, before I go to meta, because you mentioned you said that Endor and Absent had gone through a similar thing before, in the past.
You're aware of other creatures who manipulate memory and manipulate like reality. Yes.
Okay. I think this might be like a memory manipulation thing happening. It's a little bit different from I think the last time we ran into this Endor, but Leotis. This doesn't look like Leotis is just practicing their monologues. This looks like more serious, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This doesn't look
Do we-
like the normal divinity weirdness.
Yeah.
So, like, do we need to snap them out of it?
The Alties?
I don't know. I've heard that like you should never wake up a sleepwalker, but I don't know how true that is, or how if that is relevant in this
Lealties,
case.
with your 8, you can hear. It sounds like people are talking on the other side of a wall. You don't register the voices as in the room with you in your space.
Okay.
The Alties.
What action do you take forward as this person?
So I am going to use Cast Out Evil
Okay.
with the concept of there's a like half, maybe I'm in a thing because of the weird wobbly, but also fuck this guy. This isn't supposed to work on normal human beings. But he's trying to cast out these people instead of fighting them.
All right. Is that a roll?
Yes, it is.
Let's see it.
It is a tough, so I get a +2.
Hell yeah.
Dun dun dun. Pop pop ping. Come on. That is a 9. Not the worst.
Hell yeah. All right. What does this look like when you cast out evil?
So Loyalties actually like gets serious, like actually serious. And he's like, or they're like, people like you spend all of your time belittling others because there's nothing inside of you. You're empty. And so when you see other people who are full, even with just one drop of inspiration or passion in their lives, you seek it out like horses to water in the middle of a desert. You foolish, foolish children. Leave us. Go find yourself a life. One drop of something worth living for. And then
with that,
swooshes their cape, like whoosh, and turns back to the other person.
the two people in front of you are like laughing halfway through this monologue, but then a wind fills up this locker room. All of the doors on the locks like start shaking and bursting open in this terrifying fashion. There's this whipping around of discarded paper towels and shit from people's lockers all around you. Are a terrifying, sweaty tornado. And as you go to make contact with this person in front of you, the image shifts, and all of a sudden you can see this grand shadow, and you recognize the silhouette as the same creature that pushed you out the portal. Everybody, you can see this.
Okay.
I shoot it.
We'll kick some ass real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, roll act under pressure. Let's do act under pressure. That's a reflex.
Okay. Right. Lovely. Okay. Act under pressure. So 2d6. And then act under pressure is what do you get for that specifically? Oh wait, act under pressure. Roll cool. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that's good. All right, and then I might add. Wait, okay. So I have a move that I can add to this. But can I add to it
What is it?
afterwards? It's bottle it up. I might use it if it's not a good roll, but I don't know. Can I wait?
want you to commit. This is
Okay.
this is act under pressure. We're acting under pressure. Let's go.
Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna add. My rolls have been poop, so I'm gonna
Commit. You gotta commit.
I'm gonna add 2 to it. Add another 2
Do it.
Okay. It's still not super great, but that's 11.
11. Where do you take aim with your gun? You are the professional. You're the one who's been hunting monsters. Probably the only person in this group doing this as long as you have is Laertes, who's just been thrust out of this memory. Where do you aim?
Dreams are all about head games, you know? And so she's aiming directly for the head.
What you assume is its head, you just see this like metallic facade over where a head should normally be. You take fire, and with an 11, you strike it dead in the face. Bullet ricochets off in the night. You hear a flash and a shriek. It shrieks in the air and then disappears in a wisp.
Whoa. Great shot, Anna. Leotis, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Are you?
Lealtis just keeps moving forward, like
running.
slowly.
Oh, baby.
Wait, Lealtis. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's
And
a
I
dead
don't
end,
think it's. I don't think
Lealtis.
it's
You
the
have
time
to turn
sing.
around now. Right. Now we have you cornered now. No.
No. I love that Lealtis is
No.
Lealtis' actual figurine is specifically shorter than everyone else's. So in my brain, I'm like, baby.
Oh, look
are
what's
we
over
kicking?
here!
Are we kicking ass, Lealtis? Do you need a check-in? Are we running away from our feelings?
We're running away from our feelings.
That's my default mode, so I'm okay with that.
Oh, dead end again. Probably should turn around.
You're dead end! No, sorry, the darkness is making me antsy.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Hey, Lealtis. Just wait
Yeah.
like 1 second, okay? I kind of heard your... We heard your monologue there. And
It was one of my best performances, yes.
it was. You're right. It was a... And it was a righteous one. Dare I say, it was divine. All right?
Well, now. Looks like someone's coming around to the
All
fact
right,
that
now
you
let's
are
go.
a
Let's just go. I'm just...
a hero of this world, meant to save us all from the end of days.
I start leading the pack now. Oh shit. Guys, a car.
Oh.
You come across this car. It looks like some of the corn has taken over it, and not in that it's been there for a super long time, but the corn around it is reacting similar to what you, Laertes, and Absent noticed, where it's like holding on to it. It's not like it's grown over time. There's no dust on this car.
I think the corn might be. I mean, plant life all are alive technically, but I think this might be a bit more than just plants alive.
Right.
Hugging a truck.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between the corn in your pocket and the corn that's out here?
I'm gonna pull out the corn in my pocket. Is there a difference? I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna investigate a mystery.
Fucking do it. Sure.
That's sharp. So yeah, you just see like again. I think he is very weird how he does it. His whole head this time just turns wolf-like. He just looks like a humanoid anthropomorphic.
He goes full
wolf at this
furry.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, full furry. And just
Yep.
like looks at the corn, sniffs it, licks it, everything to investigate if there's anything different about this corn.
Yeah. Let's roll for it.
We're all just watching you
So
lick
that's a sharp
corn.
for you.
My rolls are so bad. 6.
And there's nothing you can add to that, right?
Nope.
No.
Can I,
with a
like-
6, you're like, fuck yeah, it's corn. Still corn. Still good.
I think he licks it and he goes and just starts eating it. Just like, forgets what he was doing and starts eating the corn and just goes,
Right. Okay.
"Oh,
That was the weirdest way to eat ear of corn.
We could have cooked it. I have a fire sword.
I kind of forgot what I was doing halfway through, and then when I'm in this form, and like again, he pushes his face down and he returns back to normal as he pushes his ears and face back into shape. I get kind of hungry when I'm in, like, even partially in that form. Yeah, I don't think we need this anymore. He just throws it into the maze.
Yeah. Okay.
It's corn. It tastes like corn. Yeah, it's corn.
Right. Cool. All right.
I'm glad you
We are
can
in a
eat
corn
pocket corn,
maze.
but like this corn is hugging a truck, and it feels different. Does it
Someone
not?
gonna crawl in there and see if there's any stuff in it.
Yeah. Can you roll, let's see. It's not a strength check. Not that game.
Is it
Sharp.
sharp?
Sharp?
No, I
Yeah.
want you to roll either sharp or tough. What are you trying to do? You trying to get the door open?
Oh, sorry.
I
Did
could
you
probably
open the door?
get the door open if you go in there,
Yeah.
or the other way around.
I'm fine either way. I've got 2 sharps.
Okay.
Yeah. The stalks of corn have kind of like wraps around the handle and stuff in such a way where it's like you're not going to be able to traditionally open it without some force. So
I can
yeah.
roll tough, and then you can and Dua can
Oh yeah.
Let's
roll
do it.
sharp. Cool.
So you're both trying to figure out how to open
Wasn't very
how to
tough.
get inside the car.
Yeah, I was trying
Yeah,
to
I
open
will
up
let
the
you
door.
muscle it through, and then I'm like, whips out the sword again.
Oh.
Or actually, I do have a knife. That would be better. So like,
Oh,
ish.
I have a knife too. Oh,
You're just so angry. You
I
just
know.
gotta chill out a little
right.
bit.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'll let you take it out. I'll let you do it.
It's fine.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't click on this. I went to my character sheet. Different. Do, 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 do. That's not the best, but not the worst. Oh, with the modifier.
No, it's a 10.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of success in Monster of the Week. So with a 10, you're trying to get onto the inside. The vines have wrapped themselves like pretty well around the passenger door, but you actually take like your knife and wiggle it in to get the car window down. You're able to like
Idiot.
slip through that. You shimmy into it, and what do? You're in the front seat.
I look around. Does it look untouched?
This was very clearly like someone's car. You see, like, you know how like everybody's like central car little area is kind of gross. Like they'll leave a coffee mug and stuff behind. Like someone, this is a well-loved car. You open up the glove compartment and you start flipping through like old mail and old registration and all that. And this is Erica Kripke's car. Erica Kripke, the pundit who went missing.
Yeah, you hear me like cackling, and I'm like,
I hope she does
It's
not have insurance.
douche.
And you check for that, and honestly, she does not.
Nice. Love it.
Another win for the libs.
Let's go.
Love that. Love that.
Okay.
All right.
Is
Shall
there
we?
anything more personal about her, or
This was, this isn't like a discarded car. You see that the keys are still in the ignition, and it's still very much in like the on position, right? Like this is a car that somehow ended up here without ever being turned off. You see, a purse in the side. You see, some half-drunk like water bottles and stuff. Whoever was in here originally planned to stay in this car.
Right.
doing a stakeout, getting summoned by the beasties? Oh my, it would be terrible if that pundit didn't make it. We must go
Yeah.
save her.
We must definitely put effort into saving her.
I thought, wait, guys, I don't understand. We're not saving her, right? Or
Yeah, no.
I mean, you wanted money. I want to ensure she doesn't spew all of that bullshit all over the place.
right?
Maybe we can
Okay.
convert her.
This is a dead end.
Oh, dead end. Okay.
All right.
So much corn all
So much corn.
over.
Should I try? The corn looks kind of tasty, but I'm not gonna eat it now.
You solved that mystery.
Just put some in your pockets for later.
as
can
as you're
heat it up over
discussing
a fire.
the corn, Andua and Absent, you're the only two who see this scene in front of you.
Oh.
And you go from the crunch of dirt under your feet to the sound of your sneakers hitting pavement. And you are entering a scene that you recognize very well because you're 14 again and breathing heavily and your arms bruised after a fight. Your Auntie Moti rushes out of her car, her eyes widening at the sight of your arm, Absent, dripping with blood. And she yells out from the car, "What are you two doing out in the open like this? What if someone sees you?"
I didn't mean to.
It was an accident.
We can't afford accidents.
We didn't start it. I guess we ended it.
Did you change form in front of them? You did. You
What
did, didn't you?
form?
Andua, you didn't stop him? I sent you out together to keep an eye on each other. Sweetheart, I brought you into our home, and I'm happy to have you here, but things are a little bit more complicated than they seem. Liartes and Anastasia, you don't see who they're talking to. You just see your friends talking out loud and looking distressed.
What do you know about complicated? You think I'm just a teenage boy over here?
And what?
You think I don't know complicated?
I don't. Mito doesn't know. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Endor did try to stop me, but I couldn't control it.
We'll talk at home. Get in the car. Get in the car. And she motions you to the four-seater, and I want both of you guys to roll weird.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's my one good stat. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna
can
like
do it.
nudge Lealties, be like, right, so you're ready to attack that thing if it pops up again, right?
God.
Absolutely.
A 12.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. With a 12, the second Auntie Modi points to the car, you see as the hand actually looks like a claw. And as you squint at that weird detail, and you look up, you realize like you go from claw and you see your auntie's bangles, and now they've become these like monstrous looking joints. And you look up, and as you see the creature that you encountered before
Oh,
looming
okay.
over you, still pointing in that direction.
I shoot again.
Oh, God. I was gonna say, I think like the moment I noticed the claw, I like shove Endor backwards, and I wanna transform into my werewolf
Let's
form.
go! Let's go!
Yeah.
I rolled a 6, so I was like, yeah, see me. I'm a child.
For you, and Laertes, as you noticed all of this, you still see Auntie Modi pointing to the car. As you take a step forward, you are thrown backwards by the clawed and furry hand of your friend as they rip into their lycanthrope form. You take
are not
first
Aunt
hit.
Mito, and he's gonna jump and claw at this thing.
Yeah, roll to kick some ass. Let's go.
So cool.
think
And
I get
I'm
to
going to
use
give you
weird for this.
advantage.
Big boy.
Yes, you do.
Big
And
boy.
I will
I've
give
got
you
unholy
advantage for how well for that 12, because that's like one more
Ooh,
hold.
yes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I get. Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da.
And you guys can all see this now.
Yeah.
But Absent gets the first advantage, first
Yeah,
strike.
of course.
Yes. It's a 10. A 10 as I
Hell
slash my
yeah.
claws down this thing's face.
The creature screeches out and blindly waves that claw in your direction. Doesn't quite reach you as you duck under and recoils backwards. In this moment, who steps up to retaliate?
Anna
And
and
I think that
Lealties were
does-
both readying up to like do
Yeah.
something. Like we were both
Okay.
prepared for this to happen.
Do you need how much harm that does, or does it not matter?
I should mention that. That with a 10, what are you slashing with? What is the harm that your claws have?
2. It does
Two?
2 and it ignores armor.
Yeah, so you definitely do 2 points of damage against this beast. That was successful. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm going to call out to Absent and say, "Put out your hand!" and run and jump off of his giant paw.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Let's go.
So I
Like,
think he
should I
like
come down?
yes, he like jumps and lands, and exactly when you say he turns and like readies his paw to like launch you.
This is something you guys have rehearsed?
100%. I feel like
100%?
I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
I feel like I bet it was like we would have rehearsed it for a LARP,
It's a LARP
but like
scene.
we're gonna do it in real life.
Laertes, roll act under pressure, giving you a bonus for that, because it's well rehearsed.
Awesome. What do I do with the bonus?
So it's just like add the +1 to whatever you're doing.
Cool. And speaking of cool, my cool rating is a 1. So it's going to be +2 overall. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's a 12.
Perfect 12. Walk me through it. What do you do? How do you do this?
So, Lealties didn't have their weapons out before, but like turns their hands up like this and uses their like magical empty space to bring the sword out, and then
Okay.
jumps off of the paw of Avicent with like a little bit of lift, but when the jump happens and the lift happens, their wings come out and
Let's go!
pop them up high enough in the air to like get to the face, and then saying like, "You will not bring forth the end of days," just like slashes all the way down with the flaming strike and lands on the
And
ground.
it screams out in pain as the flames lick at the fabrics and lick at the creature. It is definitely burning away at it, and almost seeming like a little bit intangible as you slash through it. But that hit so good. 3 harm on that one, right? Or is it 2 harm?
I think it's 3. Yes.
And sparks and flames burst into the air, and from where you're standing, you feel like the heat like whip back even as far as you are. And then who's
And then it was
up
me.
next?
Yeah, it was Anastasia. She doesn't do anything flashy like that. She throws back her shotgun, grabs her assault rifle, takes one knee, aims, and shoots. So I'm gonna roll. 5.
With that 5, you take your aim, but between all the flurry of movement, with that final flash from Laertes' sword, you just barely miss, and the shot goes soaring overhead. The monster has a chance to recover, and it disappears. You hear
I can't
the
believe we
echoes
pulled
of
off that
its
move.
screech
I didn't think that's
echoing
gonna happen
across the
either.
cornfield.
Ooh.
Leotis, that was great. I didn't think we were actually going to be able to pull that through in the heat of the moment.
Absolutely.
It was so cool.
I run up to Absent and jump up and try and do the high five.
You just see a werewolf jump up and meet with a massive poor high five.
Like, I probably get knocked back a little bit, but it was like, that was awesome. That was awesome.
That was really cool. Andrew, are you okay? I'm gonna change form. Hold on, I'm slobbering all over the place. Give me a sec.
I know I should have known, but like I couldn't see it, and
No, you're
it's
good.
still Auntie, and
I thought it was Auntie Motu as well for a bit. Honestly, I'm not into. I think it was honestly just. I think maybe eating the corn helped me. I'm not gonna advise it, but maybe I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maybe, I don't know. But we're okay. We're good now.
Are you
okay?
guys okay?
are we? It's not done yet.
Yeah, it's still out there, somewhere.
But we've heard it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. All right.
Are you all actually fine? Has anyone taken enough harm to be in scary times yet?
Oh,
no.
I forgot to mention it for you, but Endua, with that 6 you rolled, you being thrown back away by
yeah.
Absent in your wolf form, you do mark 1 harm. Nothing too serious, but like, you know,
In that
some
case,
hurts. Some
Absent's
hurts.
gonna be like all over Endor, like checking for bruises and scratches. Like, I'm so sorry. I always forget my own strength. Are you okay? Did you get cut? Did anything happen? I'm really sorry. I just kind of instinctually body moves on its own.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Good.
I know.
Okay.
You protected me. You did what you had to do, and I need to be less of a dingus. That was a lot. I hate memories. I hate them.
Choose
Don't
not
like
to
thinking
remember.
about feelings.
I choose to simply not.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Like, we need to take care of this. If this is what's taking people and messing with people, no one deserves to live bad memories.
Right.
I thought the sentence ended there.
Nobody deserves to live.
Sorry.
Very good.
All right. I am. Yeah, let's just can we just kill this before it gets to me? That would be cool because
We can try.
listen, you guys are amazing. I don't often say compliments, but you guys got it pretty together. I am questionable at best most times. So I am kind of freaking out, but I need this job to be done. I'm not going to lie to you, because I messed up on my last job that I took by myself, and my agency is putting a lot of pressure on me to do this or I might lose my job. And I just got a fuck ton of baggage, you know? Just a fuck ton. Did I tell you I was in the mafia? I did.
Yeah, I think I remember something.
Briefly.
Talking about that. Yeah, it was you mentioned it in passing during brunch at
Right.
one point.
Yep.
You didn't follow up. It was honestly a very weird thing to bring up suddenly.
I am so fucked.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe instead of waiting for them to find us, we can try and find it.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's kill it before it gets in
Dope.
my head, please.
Okay. When
Thanks.
we attacked it and the scratch and stuff, did any bits or pieces like come off it? Did it bleed? Did some parts of it shred off?
This thing dissipated when it got its chance. Yeah. It's not a tangible creature. It's feeding off of what you provided.
Can someone go first, actually? I think maybe I don't want to go first.
Yeah, you see Endoa coming down.
Cool.
We can go
south.
first.
Right.
Is this a dead end? Have you been
More
here?
corn. More corn. I realize I don't have a lantern, but you know.
You can take mine,
I c-
really. Here, take it. This is probably
Just
the
take
most...
it.
Dope.
Right.
Calcifer. Before you're even named, we just call you Calcifer.
Oh, dead
For
end.
some reason.
Right.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Can we go to
What's
the
that?
diner once we're done? And is it
Yes.
24 hours?
I hope so.
Okay.
I knew I was going to the diner once they're done.
Again, Absint's heart just aches for some reason. He has no idea. He has no idea why.
Baby. Why is there a ship clock? Oh,
Yeah, why
okay,
is there a
great.
nautical clock here?
I don't know.
Fine. More
You know, I'm
Oh.
gonna, as everyone leaves, like I'm gonna sniff this clock, and I'm gonna use the
There's another
escape
clock.
rope.
More
you want to look that one
clocks.
too?
That's the answer to any
Not
campaign.
a
Is this an
fan.
altar? No, it's a water pump. Ooh, don't like that either. I am just a little jumpy. Like, Jess, not Endo.
Oh.
Jess is in, like, Resident Evil mode. Like, something's gonna fuck up. Okay.
I'm
Y'all,
just doing it.
over here. There's another
Over
clock.
here.
Oh,
Another
More
clock.
clock.
I
You guys hear
don't appreciate
the
that.
shrieks of this beast echo again through the cornfield.
Juicy.
Okay.
Jeez. Are all these
Time,
clocks on?
memories.
Are they on the same time?
Ticky ticky.
Some of them are ticking rather fast. They're not all synced up, and you don't actually know what time it is right now. Some are moving backwards, some are moving forwards, others are just ticking back and forth in place.
This is
This is all things
really
like
weird.
you observe very easily.
Right.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Oh. Can drop the baby.
Oh,
Anna,
I don't see anything.
Fuck.
you only one who sees this,
Sorry, sugar bean.
you know?
Yep.
You are the only one who sees this, and you know you are already on edge. So I'm gonna give you a bonus on the weird roll, but it is in that moment where the gentle autumn breeze that you expect becomes a cold winter night. You are in a drafty, creaking house, going up wooden stairs as you make your way to an office you've visited 100 times before. A woman's voice calls enter just as you have your fist raised to go knock on the door, and you step into your mentor Ophelia's office, only to see her back. She doesn't look at you when she says, "You've been making mistakes, Anna. Did you think word would not get back to me after your last mission?"
I thought I had it under control.
The rest of you hear her say these words out loud.
We do have it
But
under
you do
control.
not see what she's talking to.
Yeah, I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Your mentor responds to you and says, "That's what you told me before you left. But that's not what happened to Lily after all, no? Do you want to make the same mistakes as Lily? You saw what happened to her."
That was not Lily's fault. That was your
Then whose
fault.
was it?
It was your fault. And she kind of pulls out. You see her actually pull out her shotgun in real life. And she says, "It was your fault. You pressured her. You pushed us to do these things. It's your fault." And she's like, her like finger is pressing slightly on the trigger.
Do you commit to it? Your mentor has not turned her back.
I almost kind of search for like the monster that I know
Roll weird.
appeared. Okay.
Roll weird.
Hoping that it'll kill her. Okay. I'm hot. Okay, what is my weird?
You guys all watch your friend pull out their shotgun.
I don't have any weird.
I think this is. It might be the dream thing. Should we shake her? Should we leave them to do the
That's
thing?
5.
Nope. Just wait until it appears. Be on the
Gotta
ready.
let it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec then. And he's gonna transform again, just to get ready.
Anastasia,
Yeah.
you take the shot, and you shoot your mentor in the back. She screams and whips around, and looks at you with horrified, large saucer-like eyes. You've been in this moment before. You remember how the scene plays out, and it's almost like you're watching yourself outside of your body as you watch your mentor bleed out in front of you. If you weren't weak, why didn't you use this to save Lily? And she's gasping on the floor, bleeding out on the carpet. The same carpet that you once played on as a kid.
Don't tell me I could have saved her when it was all your fault. You're the monster here.
Your mentor reaches out a hand. Do you grab it?
Oh.
And it falls to the floor. And it is in that moment when you see the blood seep into the fibers of the carpet that as you turn your head to look across the office, you see pieces of corn and plant and vegetation stick out. You see dirt in the corners, and you get shaken out of your memory as the creature comes forward once again in front of you. And you all see it. 1 second.
Anastasia drops her gun. I think at this point she's kind of shaking, and kind of falls to her knees.
The creature has now appeared before you, looming overhead, and it is you're losing focus on it a bit. It keeps flickering almost like in and out of the night. You're having trouble keeping your eyes on it. It's there, and its arms are outstretched and ready to lean down and snatch up your friend by the throat. Anna is not reacting to this.
I look at Indua, and then I catch their eyes, and then I look over at Absent, and I go, "Fastball special."
Let's go, I got you.
And you
Roll for it.
you throw them. I'm just gonna step back.
Yeah, I wanna grab Endor
Yeah.
and just be like, just a complete 360-degree spin and then throw Endor towards the face of this thing.
I accept this. We know this special. I've got my sword at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I put away the sword. It's a little too close to you. I've got my knife out.
All right, you have your knife out. Roll to kick some ass. Let's see how we pull this off. And as you're doing the fastball, I want you to act under pressure, Avacent, to see how quickly these instincts go. This creature is locked in the memory with Anna, so you have a second before it realizes what's happening around it. It is ready to feed off of Anna.
So act under pressure is okay, cool. Oh no. Okay, let's hope that I roll okay with this. I'm throwing Endor, okay.
This throw.
Let's go.
10.
Boys.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you throw Endua into the air?
I think I grab Endo by the waist and just like complete 360 spin and just throw just over the
Shot
over.
put me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think I would like to, like, narratively that leads into my precise strike, which is the expert move. So
Hell yeah.
I'll roll the same with tough, but if I roll 10 plus, I inflict +2 harm. So does it look any different in this occurrence than the last one? after we
In this
harmed it?
occurrence, it's almost like losing its shape. It's almost like vibrating out of existence, flickering like a candle being blown by the wind. It's fixated so clearly on Anna, almost like leeching off of her in this memory with her as Anna's caught, totally like knees on the carpet, hands spread out, shotgun on the floor, watching her mentor bleed out.
Okay. Would you say that narrative flinging do anything mechanically, or should I leave it at a 0 toughness before I roll these dice?
So it's not paying attention to you. I'm giving you the bonus. I'm giving
Okay.
you the bonus on this one.
Dope. Okay. Whew. 9 total, or 8 total.
Hell yeah. So you thrown into the air. You have your dagger out and you sink it straight into the right under the mask of this creature. You get it right in there and it suddenly screeches out. It gets blown backwards, arms outstretched, and by the weight of it, you feel it becoming like slightly more tangible as you sink the knife into it and you fall forward into the cornfield. Your knees are right up on its shoulders and the knife firmly into its mask. It reaches out with one single claw and scratches at your back. Mark 1 harm for that.
Dope. 3 total
What do you
harm
do?
for that
Do you
knife.
see this, Absent?
Oh boy. I think he's gonna go into like a little rage when he sees that Endor got hurt, and just goes, "Don't touch my friends!" And he's gonna leap at this creature and just to try to strike it down. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. Yeah.
So that would be kick some ass roll.
Yeah.
This thing is the first time you've seen it on the floor in somewhat of a tangible form. You don't see it able to like leave the state that it's in like it's done before. The knife is very firmly keeping it there.
A 9.
Hell yeah. All right, how do you go about this rampage? Endua is up by the mask, gripping onto the dagger.
I think he's gonna go for the arm and just like try and you just see the claw come down hard and fast, going for the arm of this creature. The same, like specifically the same one that slashed at Endor, to try and just completely cut it off with a slash of his claw. And I think at this point it's just like a bloodlust at this point. There's no Absent anymore. It's just fury and rage as he's just slashing and cutting at the downed creature.
It shrieks again, but it feels almost muffled this time, and the shriek echoes across the whole cornfield. It doesn't feel like it's coming from the creature in front of you, but rather the whole space around you. The corn shifts in its place violently, and it's whipping around the area that you're all standing in. And it's at this moment, Anastasia, that you realize what's happening in front of you.
I look up and I is the monster still there, or is it like disappearing?
The monster's still there. You just watched as Absent struck it with their claws, and the dagger is being firmly held in place with serious effort by Endua.
Okay, so I grab my rifle, my shotgun next to me, and I kind of lean back like on the ground, because I'm still kind of partially on the ground, and I say, fuck off, and I shoot the monster from the ground.
All right. Roll kick some ass, please.
Okay, there we go.
Damn.
Let's go.
We all came up to this moment.
All right.
That would be 3 harm, and you kind of just see, like, I feel like in her mind she had shot the gun, like in the dream, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's right now it's fully loaded already, and she kind of feels like a slight solace that maybe she didn't shoot. Maybe that wasn't real. And she looks it and she just says, like, fuck off. Like, stay out of my head. And shoots it.
With Absent taking care of the talons that were trying to reach out and scratch at Endua holding it firmly into place, you are able to line up your shot absolutely perfectly. And as the shot rings out, it creates this shockwave effect, rippling over the field. And Endua, you feel as the knife sinks through the mask and hit dirt on the other side. The tassels and the tatters that you see turn to ash in your fists, Absent. And Lealties, you are standing back, holding your sword alight, watching this all happen as the monster disappears. And the corn grows still in a very unnatural fashion. You're able to see the moon for the first time, you realized. For all night, you hadn't realized it had gone until that moment. And the sounds of birds and crickets seem to reemerge in a symphony.
I look at Absent real quick, and I like kind of gesture at the moon and be like, just like one good one. Just
Fine. I'm just gonna howl into the moon.
Can we hear it? Come on. Come on, Jack.
I'm in
Come
a
on.
house with it's
yeah.
2 a.m. in the morning.
I
My
can't.
parents
That makes sense.
Lealties like howls with you after like you get started.
Yes. Wait, hold on. There's an animation that I can use. Let me get it real quick.
All right, can we get some woos in the chat, please?
Those in the chat, please.
That's the best I can do.
You went from being... You guys all confronted these memories from your past. You've all dealt with these moments in different ways. The only thing left is just a tarnished metal mask in the dirt. And all of a sudden you are back to being in a cornfield at night, like any other night.
I absolutely want to pick up that mask.
It's yours, bud. All yours.
And this is how we go in the next game.
I'm
JoJo's
gonna look
Bizarre
at it.
Adventures. Let's go.
No, fuck you!
I'm gonna look at it and then, like, just like in the mask, slowly put it towards my face, and then put it on and start writhing around and be like, "Ah!" Just kidding.
Lealties,
No,
okay?
we're good. We're good. Just kidding. Just a
Don't do
joke.
that.
Yeah. We're good.
Don't do that. I was terrified. Okay. I'm gonna change form.
Right.
Okay, yeah, my throat hurts from that howl.
Let me put you a portal down so that you can return to the Guzman farm and perhaps to your van. Up to you guys.
Yeah. Anna's
You know?
pretty quiet at this point. Pretty silent.
Yeah. Whatever you did was kind of fucked up, wasn't it?
I mean, whatever everybody did was pretty fucked up.
I need to
Nobody
kill the
really
man.
got off easy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, fuck. I need a drink.
Yeah. Let's all go chill. That was a lot.
That was a lot, you know. Trauma.
Grand Slam? Grand Slam? Grand Slam?
Grand Slam? Grand Slam?
I'm down for
Damn.
yeah.
to tell the people?
Oh wait, we
or,
didn't
like,
find.
Can we tell?
Did we find the lost
people?
people? Were they in
Yeah.
there?
Uh,
Hello?
We're just like, oh yeah, let's leave now. We're
Wait,
good
we
to
should
go.
not leave now. Okay, maybe
Too
we
late.
don't leave. Actually, maybe we actually stay to see if there's.
I mean,
You found
we
some
destroyed the thing.
cars. You found some, some stuff.
We destroyed the thing keeping them there. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe the missing people will appear again.
Someone want to call their name? What were their names? I can't with names.
I do not remember any of
Dad.
their names.
Jason,
No.
Kimberly,
Canadian.
Canadian. A boot.
We
Sorry.
have an NPC.
Are
list?
you
No, we don't.
here? Did you make it
no.
out of the corn maze?
Fast mode.
Hello.
I'm going to sniff out and see if I can smell any different like unfamiliar
Roll for it.
smells basically. And see if I can use that to follow. Nope, I don't smell anything. It's a 6.
The whiffs of manure. The dog is by
Okay.
the door. You got nothing, bud.
Oh no!
Do
Switching
we need to
back
go
again.
back into the maze, you guys? Yeah, I guess
not
we
before a
kinda
Grand
do.
Slam.
I feel like canonically we're fucked up pretty like psyche wise. I don't know if we're prepared to go find Fabian and Erica.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the track, the tire tracks, and see if the car is there. That's where it disappeared from, right? If everything was returned back to where it was, it'd probably be back there. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna head over.
Or it could just still be in the. Because we
Just
walked.
see.
Sorry.
Extra
Point of order. GM.
Yes.
Us getting out of the maze. How? Did we just walk out, or did we just?
The cornfield became a cornfield. Like all of a sudden, you could see past it. But before
You could see the
it
barn?
was corn as far as the eye could see, and now you went back and you were suddenly in the cornfield again.
Okay, so we just saw the barn and was able to like get out, right? Like we get out of the maze, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chat's off. Chat's criticizing us, and I'm like, listen, that monster is fucked up.
You guys got out of that corn maze, and as you look over it in the night, it seems like nothing's different, that nothing ever changed. It seems just as it did when you first came up to talk to Fidel and Vanessa at the farm. The only difference now is the animals seem calmer, and the sound of the bugs and the crickets have picked up again. You don't know a way in anymore, and the only proof that it really happened now lies in Larity's pocket.
Shit.
We
Well,
get the vibes that like no one's gonna remember this, including the reporter.
You're just trying to get out of it,
Send
Jake.
tomorrow's paper!
Fucking Josh.
Wow! Suddenly, Absent feels great. It's like what? All of a sudden, he just feels amazing.
should we just get in the van and go? Because honestly,
Yeah, let's get in the van and go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just
Yeah,
like really
I think we
don't
deserve a
care
Grand Slam.
about these missing people, to be honest. But I mean,
We're monster hunters,
surely
not
they'll
people
like
fighters.
show up, right? We killed the
Exactly.
monster, right?
Theoretically, we did the thing. Theoretically, when they wake up,
Theoretically.
everything will be fine. I'm not too
Exactly.
concerned. If everything's returned to normal, we can assume they did too.
Should we
you
just
know?
like check the diner?
Grand Slam.
Yeah,
What if
that's
they're
what we
just
can get
all
Grand
in
Slam,
there
right?
magically? Grand Slam.
It's like we got there.
Grand Slam.
Ding, ding, ding. Excuse me. I need 4 Grand Slams and 4 pieces of that delicious looking pie over there, please. And
And you know what?
coffees.
You get served up. It is one of those 24-hour local diners. The waitress doesn't pay you any mind. The coffee looks like sludge, but you know what? After a long day, you've earned it. You've earned some coffee sludge. And that's it for our monster hunters, explicitly not people hunters, as we've clarified.
If we don't hunt,
It's in
we're
the
monster
writing,
hunters.
it's in the fine lines.
Yeah.
And that's our adventure. Good job. Was that a good job?
We hunted the
killed the
monster, and
monster.
that was
We
the
killed
job.
the monster.
If we were
You
people
did what you
hunters,
set out to do.
if we were people hunters,
it
we'd be called people hunters.
Listen,
you know? Or people
Did we
ex-hunter.
solve
you
the
know?
mystery?
Anna was not
Debatable.
gonna pressure us to stay. No one else was either, so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nah, you guys did fantastic. Good work, everybody. That is our adventure. Thank you so much for playing with us. This has been fucking wild. Laertes is my new favorite character in all forms of fiction. And he could probably
Very
perform
incredible.
all forms of fiction.
Right?
Perfect. Perfect.
Amazing.
And that's our game. If you guys want to play games like this with the Discord community that we have, we are playing 9 different systems every single day of the week right now at discord.gg/multiverse. If you're interested in bringing games like this to your own communities, to your own streams, to your own, home games, hit us up there and learn about the closed beta and how you can get into it as well. I am hungry after hearing you lick every single thing in the game.
I
As,
licked one
Addison.
thing. It was one thing. I licked
There was a
the
clock.
corn.
There was a piece of corn.
I sniffed.
There was.
I sniffed the clock. Okay, I sniffed it. Didn't lick it. That's weird. Okay. It's
At
perfectly
this
normal
point,
to
I'm
sniff
not
clocks.
putting it past you, but it was great. Fastball Special was such a highlight. Watching Megan shoot
team
somebody
ups.
was interesting.
Yeah.
I
Good
played
work there, bud.
Yep, I swore. I did swear words.
Megan. did a
Megan,
swear.
first game in like 10 weeks, I've seen you not try to adopt a pet duck in fiction. Lots of progress.
Yep, I think so.
Those are evil.
Not if they're babies.
All right, everybody, where can folks find you on the various social medias? Let them know about you and where they can see you play, if that's something you normally do.
Yeah. Let's start with the guess.
Yeah.
Jess.
Yes, okay, in and out. Jess, they, them pronouns. You can find me on Twitter talking about things and promoting things at Burst of Hope. It'll show up. You'll get there. This weekend, we're raising money for Sickle Cell Disease Association of America, celebrating BIPOC Vamp Day all weekend long,
Hell
running a
yeah.
whole bunch of games made by BIPOC designers, vampire related, and performed by all POC casts. It's gonna be a good time. Twitch.tv/Huetopia, like the color hues. That's me. I'll be
Lovely.
producing. I might be doing some of the talk show set bits, but you'll see me there.
Cool.
Orion.
Orion.
I am on Orion D Black. You can find me at Orion D Black on things. You should just go watch Dimension 20 because I work on that. And if you're like, hey, that was cool, I probably did it.
Hell yeah. Daniel, what about you? Because you're doing plenty of games.
Yeah, just follow me on Twitter because I'm not going to go through the list. Just follow me on Twitter. I do Twitter reviews all over the place. Literally right after this, I'm going into another game. But yeah, no, it was just fun to play a totally original, not inspired by any anime character today. It was great.
Hell
If-
yeah.
Yeah,
now
go to
you're
Twitter.
gone.
If you really didn't know what was going on there, no, you didn't see the anime reference, you'll just have to find us on Twitter.
Yeah,
Megan, what about you? Where can good folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Meg, M-E-G, and Curdy, C-U-R-D-Y. And yeah, you'll just find me there. I'm also here all the time, pretty much almost every week on Twitch here at Play Multiverse. So you'll see me around again. And yeah, thanks. That was so much fun. I played my first kind of
Yeah.
badass character, and it was very difficult to do.
Proud of
it
you.
was
Very proud of
great.
you. It was very different than your usual. It was a
Yeah,
lot
Yeah,
of
it
fun.
was.
For me, I am here also on Twitch with the Multiverse team almost every single week. I will be a player in next week's Quest game. It'll be a 2-shot by Nuno, who plays Leon in our previous Shepherd's Trial series. You can find me on Twitter at SarahAlphaG and find out all the stuff I'm up to. And if you enjoyed the Monster of the Week game, I run a Monster of the Week West Marches game that is fantasy styled with the Multiverse Discord. We have a whole bunch of community games going on there, and that game has 25 whole players and counting. It's hop in and hop out. So if this is your jam, come check us out there. All right, and that's us.
That's
Hell
us.
yeah.
Amazing.
Gotta go
Good
drink
night,
Grand Slam.
everybody.
Bye, guys. Wait.
Grand Slam.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
we gotta
so
do
we
the
have a
one.
very-
We gotta
This
do
is
the
our
kiss.
outro. This is our outro.
Very
We do the
specific
kiss.
outro.
You don't have to,
We do-
but we gotta do it.
But we're gonna do it.
Ready?
Good night.
None of you received my kisses.